Hello everyone, I am Tacet, and today we got ourselves a new mythic to go and use. So yeah, let's go see what this guy can do. We messed around with him a little bit earlier, gonna be messing out with him a lot more. Built the most core teams that we're really going to be needing. There might be a few out there. I still want to try him with Arnjel, which is something I haven't done yet. And there's a few other kind of niche purposes, like maybe Shadow Dragon or something else. But yeah, of course, the new mythic, for any of you that haven't seen any of the videos that we posted in the last few hours. Here's what he is. He is a 28 mana cost troop from Drifting Sands, using the colors of brown, yellow, and purple. The two trait stones it uses is brown, yellow, and brown, purple. Brown, yellow is quite useful. Brown, purple, not as much. As far as like the trait stone itself. As far as its ability, it deals damage to the last two enemies, which is relatively weak. And the damage is lethal if they are poisoned, which is relatively strong, though it can only be cast once. And if you have multiple on the team, it still can only be cast once across all of them. So if you cast with one and you have two of them on your team, that's all you can do. Both of them get disabled after the first cast. As far as traits, it has two really nice ones. Impervious, which of course is one of the best traits in the game, immune to basically everything. And it gains one stat to all brown allies. All four of them. All four. The magic, the attack, the armor, and the HP. And this triggers from the very first turn as well to all allies. So this can be very, very, very potent, given the fact that this alone basically makes the troop worth it in many situations. Since if you're using a pure team of brown or something really heavy on brown, you would end up getting a really huge boost to your stats. What's particularly useful on it is the +1 magic gain that it has. Also, can't we finally get surges? I keep not getting surge on my Ragnargord red every single time we need it. Ooh, that was a lucky extra turn though. Very nice. We don't have his mana up all the way, but we could go throw a combo item and then just win it that way. I think that is going to be the game plan here. So we surge here. We'll then throw the Venom. We then throw the Corvash just to make sure it doesn't do anything, plus we get a kill. And now we double kill. There we go. Yep, and that's basically the new mythic in a nutshell. And now we just keep gaining stats over and over to the point where it won't be able to keep up, and then we just one-shot it with the Skull follow-up. Yeah, that is the new mythic. Pretty nice. Still, I would say, like I mentioned earlier, Famine is a bit better to have than this guy. This guy is very situational. I feel like he's mainly going to be a Brown Day Guild War kind of troop, and the team I literally just use is likely what I'll be using on next Brown Guild War Day. Doesn't always work, but when it does, it works quite exceptionally, and it might be able to get some really high points with how quickly you can win. Anyways, hello everyone. Hello Techni, hello SBM, hello Vanak, hello Naticus, hello Adriana, hello Henny, hello SBM. Hello, Zidicus. Hello, D. Hello, Pandemonium. Hello, Vespene. It's not that bad, the new troop. It's mainly the trait that is good, not the troop itself, like the ability. Does anything stop his cast? Mana Drain. Or having immune to poison would help too, in any way, shape, or form. How do you uninstall the game without losing anything? On your game? You can't remember your password on account. If you still have your email but forgot your password, go contact support on gemsofwar.com underneath support and then submit a request under the little button that says submit a request. If you do that and you know what your email is, you can just get them to resend the password to your email, and then you can just use that. And then basically once you have your password from your email, all you have to do is simply reinstall the game, and then once the game comes back, just put in your password thingy, and then it'll load up your account. Yeah, as long as you know your email, you still have your password. You can just request them to send you, resend it to you. Okay, we'll take the Skull Poke here. I think it's enough damage. It's one off. One off. Which is unfortunate because you might get all of his mana next turn. And I don't have any drop right there either. So I'm going to Skull Distract. And it actually worked. And that's enough damage to go kill it. Perfect. So we'll go do just that. There's our double poison. As long as he doesn't Mercy, we'll be fine here. I need to somehow find the last little bit of his mana. Any way that we could take it would be great. Doesn't look like we can, though. I'm leaning towards a blue, so we'll just take that. Oh, and we do get some purple out of nowhere. Perfect. Unfortunately, it did not surge. So we don't have full mana yet. So very close, though. Actually, let's just cast Ragnagor. That'll be enough. It'll die off the explosion, plus we'll get full mana right there. Don't! Good. Thank you. There we go. Yeah, if it would have mercied right there, we wouldn't have gotten the instant kills. Because we wouldn't have had poison anymore. Could always re-poison them, but that would have taken more time. Yeah, the new Mythic isn't that bad. Actually, it performs better than I thought it was going to do. I thought it was going to be 100% useless. But no, it actually has some purpose. I still hate his ability. But obviously they can't make it stronger or else it's just going to be too overpowered. But I think they did good with the traits. I think they deliberately made his ability worse, but gave him better traits instead. It's kind of like a Kraken. Well, not really. Kraken has really good ability and really good traits. But sometimes what they do with some troops is they'll give it a really bad ability but awesome traits, or they'll give it a really good ability, but I mean, yeah, or they'll either give bad ability good traits, or good ability bad traits. Kraken's one of the few exceptions where it actually has both. Seriously, where's all of our red surges? I feel like I have like a 60-something% chance to red surge. I think this morning I have gotten around 20% of all regis to surge. Just by having like triple the surge chance of that. Okay, well, we'll throw this down, get a Ragnagord, and should be good to go from there. There we go, there's our poison, there's our double kill, take our manas. Already have full, but gotta keep taking everything. And then we'll just hit backline, double kill. And now we can just deal with these. Also, if I'm not mistaken, this guy poisons and damages them if there's only 2 troops left. Because the first 2 troops are the same thing as the last 2 troops when there's only 2 alive. Yes, that is the case. It damages them and it poisons them. And then we can just core vash it. Your thoughts? My thoughts on which? Sorry, I didn't see your question. Good morning, player Daniels. Welcome. Oh, never mind. I already answered Corey's thing. Ah, you didn't end up getting it. Yeah, it's unfortunate sometimes. You can get unlucky. So far, we've actually managed to get every mythic the week it came out. I don't know what it's actually like to not get one yet, though it has cost us like 15,000 gems before and stuff like that. It can burn through a lot very quick. I'm really surprised we've been able to keep such a big stash as of recently. For the last several times, we have gotten it within like the first 50 or 100 VIP keys. One of the weeks we got it without even opening a VIP key. We did it off of just gem keys, which is really, really nice. Ideally, that will always happen, but it's very rare that we get that lucky. We also were very low on gem keys due to the kingdom just being released, like, what, was it 2 weeks ago? I think it was 2 weeks ago. So it was kind of recent, and we haven't really had time to build up keys since then. Okay. So we need to go and, of course, get Ragnagord up. So any way that we could possibly do that would be great. And, of course, we're not getting any reds to fall where we need. I guess we're just going to go for Corvash then. Get a little poke. Luckily, browns now leak into it. So we got our little bit of mana. And that was really helpful because we didn't get a surge. So at least the brown mana linked in. So we'll go throw this down. Actually, you know what? I kind of want to get Explosion on yellow while we still have the board set up. So we'll do that. We got our poison now, so we can just go double kill. And we can throw a Corvash if we don't want to. Oh, he does have an Impervious there, though. This is actually the first Impervious I've encountered since I started using this team. A little bit annoying, because now we don't double kill. It just does a lot of damage to it. I mean that one. The one that had Impervious, obviously. Like I'm pointing at the complete wrong one. Fail. But he's stunned now, and we should have enough damage because he keeps gaining more and more stats every single turn. I didn't surge it. Come on, surges. They're not doing anything right now. There we go. And this match. He's stunned, so he can't revive. 0% chance. Been a lot of talk about soul farming of late. You found Warlock, Dragon Soul, Warlock, Absol to be your favorite. Yes, that's generally the way to go. I normally use it with a different banner, though. Not with Absol. But if your Valkyrie does less than 15 souls, it is better to go Dragon Soul than it is to go Valkyrie. Personally, I do prefer it with Valkyrie, though. Well, I guess you could get lucky and try to get a loop with it. It really just depends on the kind of boards that you get. I haven't done a test as of recently in 4x speed to really get a good representation of both. I've tested them both for a short amount of time, but I haven't tested it for both back-to-back, like hours on end, to see which one actually would, over a long duration of time, be better. Triple Warlock Dragon Soul or triple Valkyrie Dragon Soul. We end up doing... I technically have data on what triple Warlock Valkyrie looks like. Oh wait, what did I say the first time? I meant triple Warlock Valkyrie or triple Warlock Dragon Soul. But we have data on what triple Warlock Valkyrie looks like. I just haven't done triple Warlock Dragon Soul for a very long time. We tested it for, I think, about an hour when the patch came out. But, you know, I haven't done it for like 5 hours on end to get really good data or anything like that. Hello, Daniel! Let's see, open 2 gem chests and then 50... and there he was. He's pretty dreadful. Far too situational. Yeah, he is very situational. Personally, I'm using him only for pure brown day, which is exactly what this is, which is why I'm messing around with it, because I need practice on it for when we actually do brown days. Unfortunately, I hate when they do this. The week that a new mythic is coming in, where we'll be good on a specific color day, they already ran that color this week. So we're going to have to wait till sometime next week before we can test this guy in Guild Wars. Obviously, it'd still be the exact same team, so if we could win here, we're pretty much going to win in Guild Wars as well. But still, sometimes it can be a bit different because you have to deal with different stat lines. And since we're in bracket 1 right now, we have to deal... Oh, why didn't I just take the skull right there? But since we're in bracket 1 right now, there are some guilds that might have their Sentinels even higher than us, so it's one of the rare instances where players will actually have higher stats than us. Okay, we'll go and explode on blue right there. Also, wasn't there a question that someone said that I didn't answer? Yes. You got Dragon Soul powered, and it's GG, 3 Warlocks, da-da-da. You find it much faster than 3 Warlock Valkyrie, da-da-da. My thoughts? Oh, never mind. I indirectly answered your question. I love when I do that. Someone will ask a good question that I already answered without me even noticing that that was the question they asked. Yeah, I think I kind of already answered that already. If you need me to answer it again, just let me know. But the short answer would be, I haven't actually tested it yet. But last I tested it, they were both basically the exact same rate. Let's see. Hello, Triple, welcome. Do you know if they changed the drop chance of Arcanes and Explorers? You do 40 to 50 in Explorer? Nope. From what I've seen, they're still the exact same drop chance. We could ask them. They have a Q&A thing. Let me go bring that up real quick. They have a Q&A thingy thing. Let me go get that. Let's see, where'd it go? Here it is. Yeah, they have this Q&A thingy. If you just ask a question on that thread, they're going to be doing a Q&A on Monday at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So if any of you are around at that time, well, you can ask the questions even if you're not going to be there. But just put a question to that post and they'll likely answer it. Yeah, we'll be going over that on Monday stream as well to basically go over everything that they're going over, essentially, because they're going to be answering a bunch of questions about future stuff with the game and all that kind of stuff. Also, I need to stop using this team against Impervious. Maybe even Mana Drain, too, because this guy is so bad against Mana Drain. So horrifically bad. The biggest issue with this team is once Corvash goes down, we lose a lot of potential. Okay, I need to just get the last mana already on this guy. Come on, 1 mana short, and we get another Scion on this. I think we lost. Because if I take mana right now, he's just going to drain it. Well, then again, yep, he drains even more. Okay, so we'll take that over. There we go. At least we got a single kill. We get to kill the Kraken. Never mind, we don't even get to kill the Kraken. Oh, yes, we do. That's what you get. Well, at least we got 1 kill. Gosh. I think that's actually the first loss I have with him so far. Rip. Oh well. Hello, Elderham. Welcome. Do you have a Discord server for Gems of War? Gems of War has a Discord server. I do not have my own Discord server, though. But yes, Gems of War have its own. I don't know what the link is off the top of my head, or have it on copy-paste. If anyone happens to have it, you can just leave it in chat. I personally don't use the Discord that often. Should probably be something I get more into. But yeah, I haven't really been using it, but the devs do, and a few other members of the community does. I don't know how active it is these days, I believe the forum is still more active than the Discord, but some of the most active players do use the Discord, including some of the devs. Let's see. We need the full mana on him, so we'll go move that up. And we'll just double poison, get the double kill off the back. And go from there. So there's a double kill. It gives us Corvash, so now we can just go right into that. Get our Ragnagords for some manas there. And we'll go from there. So we'll go throw ourselves a Corvash, get a nice Rag, and I'll pretty much be match itself. Yep, there we go. And that's match. Yep, overkill a little bit. That's perfectly fine. Oh, thank you, Max. Yeah, there's the Discord right there. If you want to go join it. It's not my own Discord, but it's the Gems of Horrors community Discord. Hello, Palu. Welcome. Welcome, welcome. Did I miss anything else? Also, hello, Frag Hunter and Eric. Would Ragnagord in first slot work with getting everyone else up quicker? I was thinking of doing that. Yeah, I just haven't really bothered yet. Because, of course, Ragnagord in first slot would be much quicker mana, but it would be at the expense of not having 3 to all stats on Corvash. The main reason was not even because of the 3 to all stats. The main reason I actually wanted Corvash in first is because of his 25% skull reduction. Very rarely would I do something like that. But my biggest fear with this team was that if I put Ragnagord in first slot and it gets shut down, we basically instantly lose. So I wanted a partial tank up front. Because if Corvash dies, we don't lose. The battle goes a lot slower, but we don't actually lose the battle. If Ragnagord goes down, he's our only mana generator. So particularly if we're up against something like Mana Drain, once he goes down, we lose. In the case of the Ragnagord in first. Also, come on, we didn't get the full mana there, but there we go. Yeah, it's just a little bit of a slower start in this format. I think it's actually worth it, though. So we'll go take our mana there. That will give us full, and now we can destroy the combos. I get the Corvash to disable it. Also, it has an interesting strategy where you can either focus the back line first or the front line. Not many teams can actually do that. You basically get a complete choice on which 2 you want to disable, either the first 2 or the last 2, which is kind of cool because there haven't really been any teams that have been able to do this in the past. Generally, most teams, let's say like a Kraken team, for example. With a Kraken team, you basically have to choose to attack the back and work your way from the back up. Unless you happen to get a Dbarrel off your very first one, then you have to go from the back and then you could start going to the front. But with this team, at any point, even from like the start, you can decide, okay, do I want to take out the last 2 first, or do I want to take out the first 2 first? And it's kind of versatile in that aspect. I should probably not throw it against Impervious last slot. I think every single thing running Impervious last slot, I'm going to just not use it against, and just use whatever my normal brown team is for Guild Wars. It's just too high of a risk. But you need that double kill. If you're not getting the double kill from his cast, there really isn't any point, unless you're using a non-poison team, of course. But assuming you're using a poison variant, which for the most part you would be, particularly for Brown Day, you would want to make sure that it's actually getting a double kill. And if not, you're probably better off with something else. Because that's a lot of mana. 28 mana is a really huge mana cost just to try to set up a double kill, or a single kill, I mean, if you aren't able to get the double. So right here I'm going to go for Brown because the leaked mana will be full for Rag. And, okay, we do want to go for the back line first here in this instance. I mean, I'm going to go for the explosion. Oh, should have actually done it on the other color. We're going to have to waste a turn here. We'll go for that. Now we can just go get a combo. So that will get the poison there. I wanted to do that first because the, what's his name? What's his name? Spirit Fox. The Spirit Fox right there. We need to make sure we get that disabled so he doesn't get the drain on us. Mana drain is so annoying with this guy because of how easily he gets disabled by it. There we go, and that's match. Yeah, it's not that bad. Honestly, he performs a lot better than I ever thought he would. He's definitely one of those kind of mythics that you have to have fully traded, though. If you cannot afford to get him fully traded or don't have the resources around, I would not even bother with this guy. He's not worth it at all if he has 0 traits. But assuming fully traded, he's not too bad. Could be better, but he's more in the middle ground. He's really niche, but he has great utility in the teams that he does work with. Okay. Well, let's go get the mana we need here. I want to take the blue first so that the brown leaks into the other troop. Unfortunately, he kind of denied us there. We're just going to have to keep poking until we get that last little bit of mana. Let's see. We're 1 mana short on Corvash. That'd be really convenient if we actually had full mana on him right now. I'm just going to take a skull just so he doesn't get it. He's going to get... Oh, he still gets the entangle. Really? I did that so you wouldn't get the entangle. Rip. Okay. Well, I guess I take a blue just so we have a way to take him out for when he takes his mana. That gives us rag, so now we can kind of just do everything. So we'll go for a Corvash here. Get ready on a explosion, probably on brown here, since everything uses it. And that can't kill us, or at least not with the Devourer. And he misses with that. Perfect. I think I'm going to hit the back line first here, so we're going to go for that. Or technically, that's actually hitting the front line too, partially. Very partially, off the little bit of damage that it does to the front. Now we can just double kill the back. And there we go. Now we can just move that up. Take a rag. Actually, that almost... Oh, no, that is enough damage. That stacks up to so much damage. I almost feel like using... If I had 2 of him, I would totally run like 2 of him with double Corvash or something. Or maybe we could run 2 of it, Apothecary, and, 2 Corvashes, Apothecary, and him. That might be a little bit overkill. That'd be kind of funny. Do you think, this question? Yeah, I read through most of the questions that were posted on the forum there, and upvoted a good majority of them. Might have overskipped some of them. There was like 100-something of them. When are you going to do something about the lack of variety in PvP? Oh yeah. They basically need something that they did to... A variant of what they did to... oh, what's it called? To Guild Wars. Needs to be applied to just standard PvP in some way, shape, or form. They need to add some kind of incentive system to really make that work. But yeah, they definitely need variety in PvP. You can see if you search, if we like made a little chart of every single team that has been used just since we started this stream, this team is half of them. This team are very, very close variants of this exact team. Is half the battles we have done in the last 22 minutes. So yeah, I would definitely be in favor of more variety for PvP. They did it really well for Guild Wars now. Like, Guild Wars is basically as perfect as it's ever been. That they finally have fixed. I don't think there's really much more they need to do to modify that. Other than the few glitches that still occur very, very rarely, and I haven't really seen any, but I know some people still experience them. Oh, did he just win already? Almost. Wow, that goes quick. The power of the Krakens. Oh, well, we already lost our damage. I just needed to cast. That also means we can't instant kill them anymore. So, we're not frozen on green because he actually killed our green. So, if nothing else, that at least helped us remove that move right there. Unfortunately, I can't remove that one, so I gotta just go for Corvash. Let him take his little thing. And I believe that Kraken is enough damage. No, it is not, unless the extra turns. So, we might have a chance then. Is there any way I can take Corvash mana? Does not look like it. Do I take these reds? If I take it that way, I can't. Oh wait, I could have taken that other red. Fail. That one would have been safe. Oh, I can still take it now because I still need it. Don't kill us. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't somehow I need him not to get an extra turn for the rest of this battle. It's gonna be really, really hard. Let's see, we'll move that over, get a stun. Move that over, get a stun. Move, yeah, we're not frozen on that anymore, so we can move that over for a stun. And now we throw a Corvash. We still have a chance. A very slim chance, but it's still there. And now we take a skull, we use a Ragnagord, we get our ability up, and we'll go from there. Yep. Oh no, 3 HP! No, 0 HP! Come on, Corvash, you got this. You got this, Corvash. If we win, actually we might. All we need is one more Corvash or 2 more skulls, either or. Yep, not what I meant to move. Good thing that did not actually shift, or else I would have taken the completely wrong move. And I believe there's more brown than blue. We'll go to that one. Ooh, okay. Now it comes down to... Okay, we lost. Rip. There's no way to win now. I would have to... Wait, how much HP is that? Too much. Not enough to Ragnargord down. I'd have to get 2 skulls before I can get full mana or a skull. Well, we got 1 pretty luckily right there. I would need to somehow get a skull right now to win. I have to get double skull right here. That is not double skull. No! Rip. Hello, James. Welcome. Is this guy worth opening for? No. This guy is definitely not worth opening for. He's a fun utility to have. He's good for Brown Day. But aside from that, it's not really worth it. I mentioned in the videos too, you're better off just crafting a famine and using that instead of this guy. Yeah, he's definitely not worth it. I do have to say he is pretty fun to use, but as far as how useful he'll be, not that useful. And this isn't even to mention that Mana Drain isn't even that meta anymore right now, and whenever it does make a comeback, he's going to be ridiculously bad. Anything that ever gets a ridiculously high mana cost like that is pretty much always going to be useless, regardless of how good they make it, simply because Mana Drain will always be able to disable it so easily, due to how long it takes to get them to full mana. I keep thinking I did that wrong because it hits the front line, because I'm expecting it to poison the last, but I keep forgetting just because it hits them doesn't mean they actually get poisoned. I feel the need to sneeze. I hate that. The feeling of needing to sneeze, but then not be able to sneeze. Alright, well, let's Corvash that and be good to go. Look up the question, please. Oh, sorry. Which one did you say? How is work Dark Monoliths? If you're a damage effect, is it count an armor's damage? No, it only counts HP damage. What if he heals? HP gain is fine. It will still do 2 times as much damage. But if you use a thing that specifically says heal, it will no longer do 2 times damage. So for example, if you use a Lady or an Aerial, for example, a Lady or an Aerial gives it life. Whenever anything says it gains a life, this is increasing the max HP of the troop. This also means the troop is still considered damage. So let's say a troop has 50 HP. It gets damaged for 10 and goes down to 40 HP. And then you end up giving it another 10 life. It will be 50 out of 60 life, not 50 out of 50. But let's say you instead do something that says heal. Let's say heals 10 life, and you were at 40 out of 10. That'll raise you to your 50 HP, similarly, but it makes you 50 out of 50, not 50 out of 60. So it considers you as fully healed. So in the case of Dark Monolith, things like, let's say, Dryad, you would never actually want to use with it. Well, beyond the fact that it gives it a shield, which would be kind of pointless, it ends up healing them, which is something you don't want to do. It is actually a really good example of how to explain it too, because this thing does both. It gives life, which increases their max HP, and then it also heals them. This does not increase the max HP, but is a way to get rid of you being damaged. There are some instances where being damaged is bad, but of course, obviously, in the instance of something like Dark Monolith, it is good to actually be damaged, because you're doing 2 times as much damage. But yeah, it only counts when it's missing HP. If it's missing armor, that does not count as damage towards it being damaged. But yeah, it does 2 times as much whenever it's considered damage, which means its HP is below its current max. So if you get a life gain, it's still below its current max. One of the easiest ways to actually do this, if you don't have any other means, is actually right there, Dark Priestess, right next to him actually. Because this can deal damage to its actual life. So you'd be able to instantly get it damaged. Also, getting it poisoned, if the enemy team has poison, is also a really easy way to get him to constantly do his 2 times damage, which is kind of nice. Personally, I don't use Dark Monolith that often. In almost every instance, I find Lava Elemental to be better. The biggest issue with Dark Monolith is he's way too hard to set up. You have to deliberately damage him to be able to really do anything with him, and his trait doesn't really gain much value. I find Lava Elemental to be better than him in pretty much every single instance possible. Not to mention his ability has no board control on it, whereas Lava Elemental does. Lava Elemental is also exponentially cheaper to obtain and have and trait and level than a Dark Monolith is. And there's plenty of better brown reds to put it on to trade up than a Dark Monolith. So right here, we're just gonna go get ourselves some manas. That'll give us a... Oh wait, I can't. Oh no, I didn't even realize what we're up against. Fail. Well, that's not gonna work. Really? What are we even up against right now? That is a really strange team. But rip. The double impervious last lot, giving immune to our ability right there. I was not expecting that. Did he make this team just deliberately because he knew people would be running the new troop? I don't really foresee it ever winning. I think he just did that to troll everyone who's using the new mythic. Okay, well, we'll just go explode that on blue. Get herself, how much is our core rush damage? It keeps ticking up by 1 every single turn. So that can stack up pretty high over duration of time. So I'll go get another explosion down. What do we even want here? I guess we do red just to get Ragnagord back up. There we go, perfect. He's gonna get a heal. Actually, he didn't go for it, perfect. So we could just go and throw down, like, let's say Corvash. Too bad this doesn't double tap, it only hits it once. Same as the poison thing. Well, obviously you can't double poison a troop, but still. We'll go throw down a rag there. That'll be the final blow. Can do it either off of Skull or off the Corvash itself, and we'll do it off Corvash. Good thing I didn't take the Skull. I think he actually reduced my attack enough that that wouldn't have one-shot. Let's see. Is the Dark Monolith good now with the new Mythic? Against especially Mass Krakens plus Troll Spam team? No. Because oh, what's it called? The Kraken team doesn't do true damage. So you'd have to risk him going all the way down to half his durability in order to actually land what you want him to do, which is, of course, the 2 times damage off his ability. Yeah, I would not ever bother using against Krakens. You'd have to risk it down to below half HP, which would not be a good idea, since Krakens can, out of nowhere, end up putting a lot of damage onto you. Let's see. Oh, we'll go take Brown Surge into Skull. And we get a purple out of it. Didn't even see that there. Perfect. A little bit extra there just to speed him up. Go take that. And we did not get the Surge. The annoyingness of no Surge. He is Dragon Soul. I have no way to disable that. We're just gonna take reds. Let him do his thing. Yep, and he gets the extra turn off it. Oh, and he gets a Ferris Raw. And he gets another Ferris Raw. And he just killed our core troop, kind of. Actually, Corvash is more of a core troop, but still. Rip. Okay, we could easily lose this. Especially if he dies to Death Mark. Okay, good. Oh! Yep. Yep, that's about right. That's pretty much how this battle is going. Let's see. We have 2 turns to beat him. That's literally impossible. There we go. We'd have to get the most insane cascade that has ever happened in the history of the game to have won that battle in 2 turns. We only had 2 turns because Death does 2 true damage per turn. We only had 4 HP. Let's see. Well, I guess we'll go on greens. It should be full mana for everything. Yeah, there we go. And we'll just let him do another Skull Poke. It's one of the whole reasons why I want Corvash up front, because he can tank them better than a Ragnagord can. Not by much, but still. He can take like another additional 2 skulls more than Ragnagord, and that can definitely add up. That's a whole additional 2 turns that we could potentially skip. Yep, well, there we go. He's all the way down, but that's why we put him there, so we don't need to really worry about him dying. And if he does, it's not that big a deal. Of course, we'd prefer him not to go down. That's not the end of the battle if he does. Whereas if we put Ragnagord up front, it disables it a little bit more. Okay, and I think this matches off the explosion there. Yep, and there we go, perfect. And we get an extra turn. Just logged in. We got the... Yes, console did get the new Mythic. It's the first Mythic that has ever been released where console, or all platforms of the game ended up getting it simultaneously, which is kind of cool. Yeah, everything that I do from now on, going over basically everything, should be basically applicable to console. The only thing that console is still behind is you guys still didn't get the Merlantis event yet. So I don't know if they're going to double that up or do or what they're planning on doing with that. But yeah, you guys are still 1 event behind. You have everything that PC Mobile has as far as content, with the exclusion of the Merlantis event, which we ended up getting last week. So you guys ended up getting... You were supposed to get it this week, but you guys instead got the Halloween event that we also got. Also, thank you, Mike Hart. Welcome. Glad you could join us. Let's see, Tacet. Could you have a look at King Mikael, Cyclops, Weavern, and Scorpius? Sure, we'll go do that next. Oh, is that pure brown? That looks like pure brown based on what you said. Yeah, I haven't tried too many pure browns. I tried one before this. I forget exactly what it was, but it didn't end up really working out that well. I still want to try this with Yasmin, too. Yeah, I just wanted to try this initially several times, mainly to see how it would really work. Because I need to find some brown variants of him, pure brown, to use for brown Guild War days. And this is just the main one that I was figuring I would use. Still has the Corvash, which is really important. Any variant of it that I'm likely going to be using for Guild Wars, I almost need to make sure it has Corvash just because of how vital it is within the context of Guild Wars in the late game. Because without him, you don't really have a proper disable. And the fact that he can double hit on frontline works very, very well with the fact that Weavern also double hits on frontline. Am I going to be doing codes today? I currently have none, but Salty, it is possible that Salty would end up giving us some before the stream ends. But as this current moment in time, I actually don't have any left. We ended up giving out a bunch on Halloween. We also gave out 2 last night. Not because I had 2 to give out, but because Salty was in chat and she gave 2 out. She ended up giving me the art, but she didn't actually send me any more codes. So then again, maybe that's false. Maybe she accidentally sent it with the email. Let me go check. Because then, yes, we would have it. But I don't believe she did. Let me see. Sent this message earlier. What does it say? Wow, this is the only email I've gotten all day. Nope, there was no codes there. So yeah, unless she gives me more by the end of the stream, we don't actually have any left. But there is a possibility that she would end up giving us more, but we'll just have to see. Oh yeah, let me go do the team that was just suggested. Yeah, hopefully she's around to do so, because if not, we won't have any codes today or tomorrow. Though, in all fairness, we did end up giving out 5. Actually, we've given out 7 this week, which is more than what we normally do. Or 8. We gave out 1 on Monday, 5 on Tuesday, and 2 last night. But yeah, hopefully she'll give us more. That is a lot more than average, though. Generally, we only give out 5 per week. Normally. Okay, anyways, let me go and get the team in. That was just suggested. Let me go re-find it. I lost track of where it was. Let's see. There it is. King Mikael. Get that in there. King Mikael. Cyclops. Oops, I completely spelled Cyclops wrong. Cyclops. Come on, go. Weavern. I almost feel like I'd be better off. We'd be better off with a Ragnagord there. We'll see how a Cyclops will work. If nothing else, it'll be easier to clean up. So the problem is actually being able to fit the mana into everything. Because what are we using for mana generation? We don't have anything that mana generates. Also, Enrage does not work on Cyclops' boost. So if a Cyclops is enraged, he does not end up doing additional damage. Or I don't believe he does. The way that I've always understood this to work is he just takes whatever his attack value is. Though, in all honesty, I've never actually tested that. So, but yeah, I don't believe enraging it makes it do more damage. What do we even go for banner? We don't have any mana generator at all. I guess this is standard brown-red or brown-yellow or something. I guess brown-yellow. Because that is our only mana generator. Even though he technically uses more mana than he actually gains, but... there we go. Okay, so we'll go see what it can do. Hey, it's the first one I'm actually using the Drifting Sands banner on. That is the banner from the kingdom that the troop is from. I think I ended up naming it as 2 different things. First I said it was from from Leona's Empire. Then I said it was from Kedar. It's actually from Drifting Sands during the video earlier. They someone ended up suggesting this in the Q&A questions too. But they really need to add some kind of indication on cards aside from just their background. that indicates what kingdom it's from. I'm confusing them, and I have so much time in this game. Could only imagine how a newer player might get confused by so many different various things within the game, because there's no direct indication on any card currently that gives it like, hey, this is from this kingdom. You just have to kind of know what it is, that or know what the backgrounds are, and have them all memorized as to which kingdom is which. I don't even think we're going to get his cast off. Looks like we're just going to win off of sheer damage. I really want to get this guy enraged to see if he does do more damage. I'm really curious if that is a thing. We'll find out in a moment. Well, first we need to take Browns, though. And he needs to get enraged. That's also a factor. Just taking Browns is not enough. Let's see here. I guess we'll just do that off the top. Any more Browns we can take? I do really want to see what happens when we enrage him. So we're not going to throw that one down. Oh, wait, never mind. They don't have enough HP for me to even test it. Never mind. Okay, there's no point then. Let me just kill it. Because I would need them to be able to survive the additional damage that could apply to it. And neither of them had enough to even do its normal damage. And down it goes. Let's see. What's the best way to find a guild that's worth your time? The easiest way to find a guild in the entire game would be to go to the Gems of War forum underneath the PC mobile section. Underneath the PC mobile, or whatever platform you're on. But going on the, what platform are you on? I can go get you a link for it. But there's different subcategories on the forum where a bunch of people will recruit. And just go into the PC mobile one and just search for a guild that fits you, who have been recruiting recently. Or even if they haven't been recruiting recently, leave them a post, private message their leader. And it might take you a week or two to get into one. But once you do, you could pretty much just stay there forever, assuming you can do their requirements, whatever they might be. Let me go find out real quick. Where's my forum post? Or the page, I mean. There it is. Okay. So let me go to the category. But yeah, if you're on PC mobile, just search everything right here under this category. Would help you find a guild easily. Also, another easy way to find a guild is, alternative way, is on Mondays. A lot of guilds tend to recruit Sunday and Monday. They tend to be the biggest 2 days. So if you go to Global Chat 1 by switching under this little thingy, if you click under the Global Chat 1 if you aren't already, that would end up giving you a lot to choose from. On days like this, which is when a new mythic comes out, all you'll see is spammed people trying to ascend all their stuff and getting mythics. Actually, we could probably find someone really recently getting a new mythic. You know what? No one's actually been getting the new mythic recently, but yeah, you see that a lot on a day like this. But on Sundays and Mondays, this will basically just be spammed with people recruiting for their guild from wall to wall. Like half the messages will just be people trying to recruit. That's also a kind of decent time to try to find a guild to end up entering. Well, this team ended up working out decently. Oh yeah, there's Max posting it for every single category. There you go. So now everyone's covered. Well, that works out. Actually, why am I doing that? Let me go back to try out our other one. Not Scorpius Guard, no. I honestly don't really need these other two. I could probably just overwrite them. I really only need to be testing pure brown teams with them. Except for a few other instances, like when I want to maybe mess with a reality or something like that. Let's see. War plus Amnesia plus Scorpio for Mega Boost. Wait, would that stack? Oh yeah, it would. Because War's a brown that's also a Daemon. I didn't think about that. We could use technically both of them together. Though at that point, I think we'd be better off just going 2 Scorpions. Of course, we don't have 2 Scorpions. But assuming we had 2 Scorpions, I think we'd be better off just doing that. Well, then again, he doesn't get to cast his ability afterwards. The main reason I say that is he gets a lot more boost. Amnesia only does attack and HP, which are nice. Both of those are okay stats. But the fact that that he does magic is pretty huge. Magic gain to all browns. That is quite a ridiculously large boost that it ends up doing. Because magic is just so vital, and just getting a free one every single turn, that really starts to stack up over a elongated battle. particularly in things like Guild Wars, where battles do tend to drag on a little bit longer because you're trying to guarantee to win. You're not really trying to guarantee winning quickly. Of course, you do get rewarded better if you do win quickly in Guild Wars, but the difference is very, very minimal. That the amount that you would end up losing or winning, you're better off just ensuring that you do get the win rather than trying to win quickly. Okay, well, go move that over. And just get the combo down, poison. The kill, let me just take that down. But yeah, if you can't trait this guy, don't even bother getting him. He's way too useless without traits. All he is basically just that double kill. You don't get any of the stats or anything. Better making our Corvash go amazing right now. Nice little skull. Unfortunately, we're entangled, but we could just clean up with Corvash with his boosted magic. Corvash, by the way, does gain the best benefit. Corvash and Behemoth gain the most benefit out of any brown with this new troop. Now, let's see, what other ones are there? Now, let me go through every single one that gains the most benefit. So, obviously, Behemoth, one of the better ones. Our team is actually not too bad with it either. Behemoth is definitely really up there, though. Bombot, in some instances, actually wouldn't be too bad with it, though. Very rarely would that ever be applicable. Cockatrice is actually good synergy, despite it not really gaining much benefit from his traits. What else? Cyclops, I guess, is okay, because it gains the attack boost ratio. I wouldn't really bother with it, though. Out of everything I named so far, I'd say Behemoth is about the only one. Behemoth and Artima. And what other ones? Corvash, out of every single one, probably gains the absolute most benefit. The benefit of Elamagrim isn't too bad, but the team's probably going to be too clunky, since you can't really get Elamagrim, Scorpius, a poisoning troop, and a burning troop all on the same team. That's just way too many things, and it's not going to work. Famine, I guess, would be okay with it, just because of the sheer fact he has the mana drain to help. Forest Troll is always nice, even though it doesn't gain as much of a benefit from the stats. It gives the mana generation it vitally needs. Yarrow in some instances wouldn't be too bad. Ketris wouldn't be too bad, because since it boosts ratios off of all of its stats, that's pretty useful, since it's basically gaining a little more than 2 damage per turn. High Forge isn't too bad with it. King Mikhail does get a lot of things that boost, but I don't know, I think it might be too high of a mana cost to really use. I'd rather go for like a 14 mana cost Behemoth, because you're gaining just as much of a benefit. Yeah, it's 3 mana cost cheaper. Similarly, Leviathan, but it's also 1 mana cost more expensive than a Behemoth. And what else does that leave? That's about it. And Ragnagord, of course, but it's basically any team can be mana generated with that, for the most part. And I guess some instances of Set-type Warrior wouldn't be bad. Sylvania Moor also wouldn't be too bad, though similarly, same problem. Behemoth with only 14 mana cost would gain just as much of a benefit as the Sylvania Moor with 17. And yeah, that's basically it. Stonehammer's useless. Xenos actually wouldn't be too bad. Though I think you might have too much of a mana conflict if you try using that. Also, as you mentioned, War, I guess, would kind of work. But similarly, anything like these other mythics, unless it's something like Yasmin or something that's going to be helping with mana generation, or a Guard's Avatar where it's basically just going to be a one-shot pretty easily, trying to use those really high mana cost troops isn't really going to work out. Even when we did it during the video earlier, our Guard's Avatar didn't really get to even do too much, mainly because it's using 2 mythics like that without having enough mana generation basically makes both of them useless. There's no point in having really strong troops on your team if you have no way to give them their ability. Always got to make sure you have something to be able to close the mana gap. Hello, you fricks. Welcome. Can anyone please, with your question? Wait, what was your question? You're currently using Asha, Dragon Soul, Christinix, and Kraken. Pretty fair team, but you are getting a lot of losses lately. What was your question aspect of that? The team seems perfectly fine. The only thing I could really see going wrong is your Kraken being devoured by other Krakens? What is the best possible overall team combo? We went over quite a few during the best teams video of the previous version, 3.05 and 3.1. That one video that we did about 2 weeks back. As far as what's still good now, which is almost everything that's still the same, but I would have to say that the best, absolute best team in the game right now would have to be Forest Troll, Double Kraken, Queen Mab, which is basically what we're up against right now, a variation of it, except he has a Wisp within it. But Forest Troll, Double Kraken, Queen Mab's about the strongest really out there. There's a few other variants. There's actually, well, actually a lot of variants of it, because people are trying to figure out like what combo is the absolute best for it. But that team and something very similar to it are the best teams in the game right now. They're still beatable, obviously, but as far as just sheer strength that they have, they cover basically everything you would ever need. It's why we see so many of them in PvP right now. Like half our battles has been against basically a variant of them, mainly because it's just so strong right now compared to everything else. It was nerfed slightly in the most recent patch, but they nerfed it like very, very, very minimally, to the point that no one really stopped using it. Hey, full drain spam team. I should probably never use this against that. There's two things this team should never be used against in variants of this team that we're using right now, which is the trying to double kill with the poison thingy. There's two of them. It's full mana drain and anything that has impervious or immune to poison in the last two slots. Because we lose so much value whenever we're up against either of the two. Okay, he just ends up draining that. That's quite unfortunate. But we somehow managed to get all of our mana back, so never mind. I guess that works out quite decently. So we'll go throw that down. Just to get herself a better board. Please don't. No! Okay, that's bad. I guess we throw this down. Keep the poisons on them. And now we just need to get Ragnarok up, even though he just got drained. There we go, very nice. I need him not to drain us again, would be great. No! Scion, why you do this to us? Okay, well, let's get him up again. For the third or fourth time now. We will get this down. Let's go get a double kill or something. There we go. He'll take a skull. Oh, come on, not again. But luckily we at least got his ability down. That'll make this battle a lot easier now. If we could just get that Scion stunned, we basically win right then and there. Ah, not again. He's seriously gonna kill me just off of Scion spam. Oh, I was hoping he wouldn't take that and went for his ability instead. He didn't go for it though. He didn't take the trap. Yeah, wow, he still managed to get a 5 times yellow out of that. Oh good, he tricked the trap that time. So we'll take the skull poke there. Now if only we could get a Corvage down without him draining us. You've got to be kidding me, he got it again. And he got the kill. Rip. Wow. He is so lucky right now. And he gets another skull if that wasn't already enough. And there goes our Ragnarok mana. And he has full mana again. He might seriously kill me just by spamming me with Scion. I don't think I've ever lost specifically just to Scion damage. But he's about to. There we go. Finally! Okay, we win now. So much time has passed that that's another pretty nice thing about him too. Even if you're losing, you still kind of win. Unless you start losing at a really rapid rate, you end up gaining so many stats from turns going by that you can kind of like just keep stacking against the enemy. So even though time keeps passing by and he keeps chipping us down, we're still gaining so many stats that by the end of the battle, we'll just be able to one-shot them with everything pretty much. Can defend wins points outweigh getting the unique defense bonuses points? No. You could literally get no points for winning your defense. The only thing that happens when you win your defense is the enemy gets less points. You don't get more. The enemy just gets less. So there's never a single instance where you would want to not go 4 times unique team across all 6 teams in Guild Wars. There's no point. Even if your unique troops are absolutely horrific level 1s, like if you're a newer player, it's still much better value to set every single one as its own unique teams. Even if it's getting pretty bad win rate, like these have been going pretty abysmally. We actually did pretty well yesterday. I have no clue how we only got 3 out of 8 battles, though, or 11 battles. I guess the guild didn't do a lot of them. I'm not quite sure, because that's like half of what we normally been getting all week. But yeah, it's definitely a really high priority to make sure you go set uniques for each one. Oh no. Okay, never mind. I thought I didn't have all uniques. It's because there's a little visual glitch with it where it sometimes doesn't show the right number right now. So hopefully have that fixed by next patch. Oops, why am I going in there? Anyways, back to PvP. That's also, never mind. We have almost 500,000 gold. How much more do I need to contribute to the guild? Because I know I've been behind lately because of, I ended up doing, oops, I didn't do the last of my seals. But I've been behind lately mainly because of the, all the gold keys I ended up doing the other week. So we're still going to be quite a bit behind, but let me go do 400,000. And then we'll go do the rest of it later this week. There we go. I think we had like 300,000 more left or something. Yeah, exactly 300,000. And then I'll finally be caught up, so I'll probably have some reserve gold finally after then. And then it'll be a lot easier to do it all subsequent weeks. But yeah, we'll go mess around with a couple other things with this too. Still plenty of teams I want to mess around with. I just want to get nice practice on this team. Because as it currently stands, this is likely what I'm running for Brown Guild War Day. I don't know if it's perpetually going to be forever my Brown Guild War Day team. But we'll be able to make that determination next Brown Day, which will be sometime next week. Oh, there goes the drain and another drain. I absolutely hate Scion. That hasn't changed. It's just he hasn't been used as much, so I haven't gotten to hate him as much. But yeah, he's still really, really annoying. And still kind of needs to be rebalanced in some way. I honestly would be perfectly fine with them just buffing his damage like crazy. But like doing something about how much he can actually drain. It's similar to that of the dilemma that occurred with the Great Maul. It wasn't that his ability to instantly devour was overpowered, and it also wasn't the fact that he could devour on skulls that was overpowered. It was the fact that one troop could do both of them that was overpowered. And it's basically the same thing with Scion. Siphon in itself isn't really overpowered, nor is the ability to just 7 mana drain all enemies for 15 mana cost. Neither of those two things are overpowered, but when they're both combined together, they are ultra annoying. And yeah, they end up changing it for Great Maul. I don't know why they haven't changed it for Scion. Basically removing either the drain off his ability or the drain off of his skulls, and instead giving that to a different troop, just to balance it out. So I think we lost already. Alright, we can get our double kill. Even though it looks like we're losing, we can come back pretty easily. He's gonna drain us here, but nothing I can really do about that. Wow, he got a lot of value. Wow, he got a lot of value. He even got the Corvash. Never mind. We are actually losing. Still winnable, though. If I can take a skull and then get him to... Never mind, we lost. Never mind. True damage fails. All the mana drains. Test team, Gorgotha, Alchemist, Scorpius, or Yali. Sure. We'll go do that right after. Okay, so let's go and get Rag up. And if not Rag, we'll find an alternative of some kind. I guess get Corvash. So we'll go take a brown to red there. That'll give us Rag. Before I take it though, let me go get Corvash. And did we just throw it down? Apparently. And then we get rid of greens. And there's our double kill. We'll go take it right now. And then we could just go and, you know what, let me take a skull. Oh, you know, it won't even matter if I do. So let me go do that, because he's going to die regardless. Oh, yes, I would have, because that would have... Oh, you know what, I should take a net skull, actually. I forgot he is impervious on the Ellie. Okay, I'm just going to go for the Corvash then. Yeah, that Corvash tap could have been into him. We could have had him within one-shot range. I didn't do that in the right order earlier, though. Should have taken the skull. Oh, well. Not that big a deal. We still easily win this. And now we can just core vash into anything. And we win. Trying to get a skull poke. There we go. And down it goes. You're using Scion right now in Guild Wars? Yeah, Scion's pretty good on Blue and Purple Day Guild Wars as a frontline troop. Because it has the Siphon, you just keep draining their mana with skulls. And then go for the actual cast to go and disable them down. Which ends up working out quite perfectly. Okay, let me go do Bruno's team that he suggested. Any good? Wait. Ixtino, any good? You never bothered crafting him? No. He's pretty bad. Yes, he's absolutely horrifically bad. Hopefully the next mythic they add in the future might be decent. Dawnbringer, I was kind of funny. I wasn't expecting Dawnbringer to be like too particularly good, but Dawnbringer is actually insane how decent it is. I personally don't use it that often, mainly because I don't want to have to constantly keep switching my hero class to make it optimal for my team. But yeah, it's definitely pretty decent. The Dawnbringer weapon, that full shield, the full damage, there's a little bit of everything that you really need other than mana generation. Okay, anyways, let me go and build up that team real quick. It'd also be the first Uriali team we end up getting tested. Oops. I wish typing on the screen would automatically bring up this box over here. Go to Alchemist. And go to Scorpius. Oh, we already have Scorpius in the team. I was like, wait, why isn't it not letting me drag it? And we need an Uriali. And we have double immune to Devour back there. What banner do we actually need to go with this? Was there one that was suggested? No, there was not. So I guess it's a standard brown yellow since we already have the red off of the thing. Oh, never mind. We already have the banner set. Perfect. There we go. Let's see what we can do with it then. Oi. Stretch. Oh, also, I forgot to mention this earlier, and I'll probably mention it again later. Though to most of you, this isn't really that applicable. But we will be canceling the Stardew Valley stream this Sunday. My birthday is tomorrow on Saturday, and while I won't be celebrating it really, well, we'll still be doing our stream and stuff, but I won't technically be celebrating it until Sunday, and because of that, I'm pretty much going to be busy all on Sunday, so I'm just going to be canceling the Stardew Valley stream. We're still going to have the normal Gems of War stream on Sunday that goes over the new event thing and all that kind of stuff, so we're still going to be having that. It's just the normal Stardew Valley stream that we do will be canceled. So just a heads up on that. I'll mention that again later too. And probably at the beginning of tomorrow's stream. I meant to actually say that at the beginning of this stream, but then I got sidetracked using the new mythic. And now we're like an hour into the stream and I'm just mentioning it. What's pretty nice about having an Uriali, it's actually the first team we're bothering to test with it. There has been a couple teams that have been wanting to do with her. But what's really nice is it's one of the few instances when poisoning is decent, because she can automatically poison the enemy team, so we don't need to waste a turn to actually apply it. Personally, I don't think this is as useful as some other troops, like for example, Queen Mab being able to freeze to not have to waste our turn applying it, because the thing with poison is, once you do it, you don't ever need to reapply it. So poison is one of those really niche instances where it doesn't actually matter if you can automatically place it or not. So that's one of the main reasons why I've been sticking more with the like Wyvern and stuff like that. And there's actually Wyvern's the only thing that can poison is a brown. It's really odd. I didn't realize that until this troop actually came out. But there's really only one option, is Wyvern. Though it's kind of funny how perfect Wyvern is made to synergize with it though, which is kind of cool. They're not from the same kingdom though. They're from two completely different kingdoms, yet they have perfect synergy with each other. What are you doing for my birthday? On my actual birthday date, like on Saturday, I'm not doing anything special. We're just going to be doing a standard stream and all that kind of stuff. I'm literally doing nothing to celebrate my birthday on my birthday. I'm going to be celebrating it all on Sunday. And I'm probably going to be heading out to the movies, going someplace nice to eat, probably Bonefish Grill. And I don't know what else. Probably just chill for today. Whatever extra time I have left. We'll still be back for the nightly stream though. You made 650k souls back since you bought it, and you don't even soul farm. Just play too much. Wow, that is definitely playing a lot then. But you do a lot of level grinding, so that would end up giving you a good majority of it. Yeah, that's a lot of souls. It ended up taking us an entire stream, like a 5-hour stream, just to get around 200,000 souls, and that was while soul farming. Let's see. Oh, we got an alchemist here. Don't know where I want to throw it though, because there's nowhere to throw it. Let's go take that. Get a nice little skull poke. Where to go? Where to go? Also, and none of you have ever been to Bonefish Grill. I know they don't have too many locations, but they are amazing. It's kind of funny. They barely have any locations, yet the 2 locations they have, or like a couple states that they're in, were both the states I basically lived in, New Jersey and South Carolina. But yeah, it's a really, really nice seafood place. Or not seafood, but well, you know, like a grill. They have steak, burgers, various fish-related dishes. Okay. I'll go and I guess go get Gurgulfa up there. Get our Yali into a Gurgulfa. And now we just need to get that one back up, and we're good to go, as long as it doesn't devour. Oh, never mind, it can't devour. They both have immune to it. And never mind, that's not enough. I need one more little poke. The biggest issue that I could see with this is the fact that she doesn't use brown, so we don't actually get that extra damage on her, unfortunately. I feel like this guy is going to be so overpowered with some kind of new brown troop they'll add in the future. Because anything they ever add now that uses brown, if it uses magic too well, it's going to be ridiculously strong with this troop. Because currently no browns are like excessively overpowered with additional magic. There isn't really any of them that gain too huge of a benefit. The biggest benefit any of them gain is full AoE damage. And it's not even any true damage, they're all physical damage. But for example, if the same thing was added for, let's say, red or blue, or even something like yellow, all those colors would have so many different options related to true damage or just stat gains that end up gaining a lot more benefit than anything under brown can do. I think out of everything, it's Behemoth and Ketris gain basically the biggest benefit under brown from the extra stats that it ends up giving. Okay, so we'll go take a brown here. Speaking of browns, go take that. Go swipe the yellow over. Actually, let me take the skull first. Take the blue, and we still maintain the yellow and get some free mana from it. Doubling of the green. There's no green for us to deny, so I'm not even gonna bother with it. We'll just let him do his thing. So he'll do that. He does land it though, and he gets your alley. Okay, we could actually lose right now. There we go. He finally ended his turn. We're frozen on our green troop, so we'll just explode it instead. I feel like these two need to be switched, so that in case something dies, Yali will be able to apply the summon, because she's the only summon we have on our team. Oh, let's go throw that down. Get ourselves some true damage. 23 per poke means we're going to have to cast 2 more times to win. Okay, we can get a double kill. And we're not frozen on purple, so we can't take that. And then we could just go for the double kill on backline. Actually, let me throw true damage first. Before I do, though, we're not frozen on purple, right? She doesn't use purple. No. So we can go move that. And now let's just go throw true damage. That's enough to kill, because it's boost ratioed off of Nagas, and she is, of course, a Naga. Then we go for double kill. And now all we have to do is true damage it again. And we'll be good to go. I should have exploded there. I don't know why I didn't realize we had full mana. There we go. Your hero has 13 attack in arena. That is absolutely insane. They're probably going to be reworking that in the future. The whole leveling system and just heroes in general really needs to be addressed in the future as well. I should go post that as a question. Will they ever add... I totally should add that to the forum post. I might do it later though, because I would have to make it pretty longer response than what I could actually type quickly. during a stream. It's taking like 5 minutes to type it out. But I would absolutely love if they gave Hero like actual stats like they did back in Puzzle Quest. Like if they made a Hero like it was in Puzzle Quest 1 or 2, that would be a really, really big, nice improvement. I don't know if they'd really be able to implement that in any feasible way though. Not to mention they might need to apply a reset to all hero mastery as well, which I don't think most people would really mind. Let's see. Move that over. Get that down on greens. Explode everything. And I guess we double kill, and then all we have are wisps. Oh, there's actually a pretty good wisp counter. I didn't even realize that. Oh! Is that what they actually made this team for? Or not this team, but this troop for? It might be. It even uses purple, though with covering 3 colors, that's pretty likely that it would. But, I think they made this troop to counter Wisp. I didn't think about that. A little late. Wisp is kind of gone and passed already. It's still used occasionally, like you can see, but it's not used anywhere near as much as pre-nerf. Let's see here. I'll go do that on green. We lose our turn, but we gain plenty of mana. And then we'll just go for explosion. And then we can just true damage into a poke. And down it goes. Oh wait, no, it didn't go down. But we'll go explode the remaining skulls. And now it goes down. There we go. Hello, P Mythic. Welcome. Hi T. Mr. T. Oh, I just realized I still have the pumpkin guy in the corner, don't I? Whoops, let me go remove him. I forgot to go change that from Halloween. Let's see. I can hide him pretty easily. I just need to figure out what layer he actually is. Let's see. I didn't even notice that. There it is. There we go. Pumpkin guy is gone. Okay, now I'm blocking chat. Let me go move this back. And there we go. Let's see. Is there a chance you can make a request to do a new budget teams video? Sure. I don't see why not. Let's see. A budget teams video. We're going to be doing something similar to that really soon when we do it for dungeons. But I assume you're referring to PvP teams. But yeah, I'll probably do that a little after next patch. Because I'm not sure with like their 3-year anniversary if they're going to be doing anything big soon. So I'd probably want to wait till after that, just in case. But yeah, pretty soon after that, I'd be able to get something out. We definitely 100% for sure have it by the end of the year, that is for sure. Have a new up-to-date, fully up-to-date thing going over it. They did mention that they are going to be doing another patch before December. So I don't know 100% for sure if I want to wait till then. Because the meta is going to stay the same for quite a while after that patch. Because there won't be another patch for several months after that. So it'd be like the perfect time to actually do it. But yeah, we'll definitely be having one out by the end of the year though. I can guarantee that. We're most likely going to have one dungeon related before that though. It's still going to be applicable to PvP. Because what works in dungeon will pretty much work in PvP. The same premise. It's just they're going to be more geared towards actually being able to win in within the game mode. Alright, well, we can get a double kill right here, which is kind of convenient since he just literally got his ability up, so he doesn't end up getting it. So it does look like we're going to lose to just sheer damage that is going to apply to us. Well, at least we have nothing else. We got so many stats on for Golfa, but that's not going to be enough to win. Hey, I forgot, that boost based on poisons as well. I think I'll have for Death Mark too. Though it's almost impossible to get like a bunch of Death Marks with it. To get that synergy that it needs. Oh, I could take him blue. Oh, never mind. Yeah, we're not frozen on blue. And we're still not frozen on blue. So we can just take that. And Skull into split damage kill. And that'll be match. Barely, 2 HP. But that is plenty. As long as we have at least 1 HP, that's all we need. Oh, that battle went horribly. There's the battle of summons at the end there. When will Friends List come out? Oh yeah! I meant to go post that too. Oh, I totally need to post that if it hasn't been yet. That will take me like 1 second. Let me go post that to the thing. Unless you want to go post it. Let's see. Yeah, that one's good. I don't think anyone has mentioned it yet. Yeah, I'm really curious on that too. Let me go post it. Just so they know. When will the friends list be added to the game? It has been grayed out on the profile page since its release over 18 months ago. Yeah, I think that's all I want to say about it. Let's see. When will the friends list be added? There we go. I still want to ask the other question, though it's going to take me longer to actually write it down. Although I already forgot what my other question was now. Wait, what was the other one I was actually going to post? Now I actually forget. I know it was somewhat important, yet somehow I still managed to forget it. Great, good job. Let's see. Yeah, I cannot remember what it was. I cannot at all remember. Fail. The fail is strong. You just got Scorpius on a poison Ketris, and it didn't die. Why? Does he have immune to poison? It's the only thing I could think of. But yeah, he should have died. I don't think he has any traits that trigger when something specifically happens. Because it could be that he's like gaining an HP while simultaneous to the damage going down or something. Because that would make him survive with however much HP he ends up healing, rather than actually dying. Alright, I think we're gonna lose here, just to the Corvash. I don't really care for this Uriali variant. I don't even know if Uriali is really worth using for it. It's a pretty big investment just to be able to get poison down. I know, my thing is shaking. It's because my air conditioner just went back on. Also, I like how it's like ridiculously cold at night and then just like warm during the day. Like I need to turn my heater on at night and then it ends up going like from extremely warm to extremely cold. Really annoying. The outside, that is. Alright, we're gonna move that. Normally it doesn't switch up as hard. Okay, well, we'll go and throw down the skull just so Uriali has enough to get rid of Corvash. And then we have a front line. Oh wait, never mind. The skull alone was enough to get rid of Corvash. Also, I didn't realize that Uriali's summon is brown. It's actually convenient because of the fact that we get the extra stats on it, of course. Oops, I took that trying to get it full mana. Fail. Blocked. Thoroughly blocked. There we go. And there's our double kill. Let me just take a skull. That's pretty much a match. Should be enough to kill it. Yeah, and then we can just double kill the back line. 57 damage to the last two enemies. Well, that would have been enough damage regardless if they were poisoned or not. Oh yeah, it was 11 HP. I didn't even notice it got that low. Sometimes you just keep getting chipped down and then boom, all the way to 0. And it ends up working out pretty nicely. Could I try a Corvash, Rock Troll, Scorpius, or Uriali? Sure. Always nice to see more of them. Oh no, the meta. What is this? Actually, we're already on the right team slot. We pretty much already have the team in. Might as well just replace this one. So let me go get it in. This does have the Corvash though, which is one of the biggest benefits that really get anything from the new troop. The Corvash, Rock Troll, the Rock T, and the Scorp or Uriali. Oh yeah, I forgot. We can't do that. Well, we already have it in our team. Perfect. I keep forgetting that you can't drag it when it's already in your team. You have to go and manually like switch its location of where you want to go and place it. Okay, so we have everything in here. What do I actually need? I guess a red-purple banner. I obviously don't want to do minus yellow to get the extra. It wouldn't be worth it. Oh, never mind. You said vampire banner. Oh, I unintentionally did the exact banner. There we go. Great minds think alike. Okay. What else do we need to move? Well, we haven't moved anything yet, but that's besides the point. I guess I'll try for it. Didn't get it. He gets the entangle. We get plenty of mana. It was worth it. Yeah, it was worth it. Alright, we'll let him skull again. And we cleanse instantly. Very nice. Oh, and then we just get re-entangled instantly. Oh, never mind. He's stunned right now. Okay, so we'll double the brown. And we actually landed it. Nice. And he is poisoned, so we can go for the double kill whenever. Only problem is that's not actually going to stop the mana or anything. So we'll go through a Corvash. That will. And there we go. One more Corvash will wrap. Big skull there. Or another skull will also do the same trick. Oh, there we go. There's our Corvash. And down it goes. How well does Scorpius pair with Catches the Bull? It's okay. It didn't work as good as I thought it would. I feel like you'd be better off just buffing it by taking reds constantly than to bother using that with it. It doesn't really gain much of a benefit, to be honest. Let's see. Yeah, Scorpius Guard. Honestly, I feel like Scorpius Guard is better than Scorpius Ketris. It just feels like it synergizes better. But yeah, they both kind of work. The biggest issue both of them have is their really, really high mana costs to actually get them filled. And Ketris is a bit lower. Where did we go here? I guess we just go straight into the troll. Each battle. He gets value there. Really good value. All of the values. Okay, we're just gonna go and take a skull poke. Nothing else. We could try killing the Kraken as quickly as possible. I really want to get Corvash mana, but we're nowhere near it yet. You know, I am gonna take red here. I was gonna take blue, but I'm just gonna risk it for the double. How much are there? 6? That is not gonna land. Just gonna take the skull poke. In case he didn't cast, we could have just taken another skull to kill him. He did though. And there's still only 6 brown on the board. I'll go take a blue. We didn't get Surge, of course. So I'll double the green there. We have our skull poke though, so we can easily just take that out. So we don't need to worry about that anymore. Double brown still. There's no brown. Going for it though. Oh wait, no. Take blue. I didn't see that there. We'll go do that so we can go do this. And we'll try for it now. And we actually get it too. Nice. Very nice. Okay. Well, that gives us another Corvash then. We can double kill off of that. And now all we really need to do is anything. Now we'll get the kill that we need. Alright, we'll move right over. Double the brown, and that will pretty much be match. Move that one up. And there's our final blow. 50 damage by the time the battle's already at the end. It ends up stacking so much damage that he doesn't even get to use. Is anti-Scion another Scion? Yes. The best counter to Scion is Scion, or to reduce it to 0 attack, or to entangle it. Those are the 3 best ways to deal with a Scion. Another Scion, entangle, or reduce it to 0 attack. All 3 work pretty well. Really depends on what preference or what you actually have to easily do it. Yeah, Sylvania Mora works pretty nice, since you can extra turn spam just to perpetually keep it entangled at 0 attack. But yeah, let me go do... Which one was just suggested? There's another one. Or was there another one? Never mind, that was the one I already did. there was a different one that someone did. Do Sentinels count in regular PvP or just Guild Wars? Oh, they only count in Guild Wars. Yeah, the Sentinels that you get from PvP, I mean from Guild Wars, did not apply in PvP. For example, here our Corvesh's 31 attack. If we go over to Guild Wars, our Corvesh has 36 attack. So you can see we're gaining that extra 5 attack from Guild Wars. But yeah, they only apply in Guild Wars. So you saw 36 there, and if we go back again, of course, it's only 31. But yeah, they don't apply in Guild. I mean, they only apply in Guild Wars. They do not apply in PvP or anywhere else. All right, we'll take that one because they'll take the other one, which will give us those browns. He got baited. All right, we'll take the purple there. Can Scorpius be used well with Nosferatu Umberwolf in any way? I do not believe so. I haven't tried it though. The biggest issue with that is they keep transforming back and forth. So you generally don't use stat gains with them. Same thing with Werewolf and stuff like that. You can't use a stat gainer, mainly because you're going to lose all the benefit that you end up getting from the additional stats. Because every single time a troop transforms, it comes back in with its base stats, regardless of how much it was upgraded. So you just upgrade it a bunch, and then it instantly goes back to normal the second you cast. So that's would kind of defeat the whole purpose of even using him on the team. Because one of his whole purposes is to boost your brown troop stats. It's actually the strongest aspect about him. Not even his ability, just the fact that he can boost browns really easily. Just by doing nothing. Just by surviving the battle, you end up getting stronger. Alright, so we get a nice Corvesh here. If it'll let us actually cast. There we go. And there's our double kill if we want to go claim it now or just wait. I think I'm going to claim it now. Then again, we do have Corvesh. Let me throw that first. Even though we don't get really any damage on it because he's reduced our magic. So we'll go throw that down. Of course, the one that doesn't even matter how much damage he does hasn't gotten any of his magic reduced. Fail. But one more Corvesh will do that. And that'll do him in. We'll just do that. Get ourselves a nice little bit more brown. And yeah, we'll take it over there, I guess. Move that one down. Oh, that meant to be an extra turn. Fail. I missed quick. Oh wait, why did I go for that? I could have just gone for your ally kill. I was trying to like get her more mana as if she wasn't already up. Oh gosh, she got a summon too. He's gonna make us work for the kills. Okay. Well, we'll go double brown then. And go skull poke. Give him a little bit of mana. That should almost be enough, if not enough. Oh, and he gives the skull. Never mind. That works out nicely. And then we can just kill him with that. Perfect. Statues count in Guild Wars. Yes, yes. Statues do contribute to your Guild War amount of points that you end up earning during a Guild War battle. So yes, you are correct. That does matter. Your little Guild War Sentinel thingies. Like these little things. Where are they? Guild Wars. These... Oh, never mind. I meant to go to Guild. Guild... These things. These guys down here. They're level, up to level 100. These things matter in Guild Wars. Everything after 100, it doesn't matter what their level is. But, the only thing you end up getting more is the Hero Mastery. The amount of extra bonus stat and the other thing, and the bonus that it gives to Guild Wars are the same. But if we go over to Guild Wars, you'll see we'll get a plus 50%. This caps out once you reach level 100 in your guild. And this would allow you to... gain more stats, or not more stats, but more points when you're doing a pure color team. It's one of the reasons why it's basically mandatory to use pure color teams in late game, because you're always getting the 50% extra bonus every single day. Whereas when you're a newer player, your guild may only be getting like, let's say 10 or 20% at best, really, of the Guild War statue things. So it's not really as needed to go whatever your way to make sure you build pure colors. But this late in the game, it definitely is. That's 200 additional % extra points, so that is quite a substantial difference. Alright, anyways, let's go, and I keep clicking back on the exact same thing. Let's go back into PvP, see what we can do there. You won your let me take my tribute first. I think we get that nice tribute reward. The juicy tribute rewards. How much does level matter after 1000? Basically not at all. Honestly, I don't really feel like level even matters that much after level 500. Though maybe the state of the game is slightly different at the moment, where it does matter a little bit more than in the past. But yeah, level 1000, there's really like no difference post 1000. Other than the fact that people like really far beyond 1000, like 1100 plus, are generally maxed out for the most part. There are quite a few that aren't, but pretty much anyone at that point is like near max. Very, very close to it, if not already there. So, yeah. So I'm trying to like reposition myself in this chair. Keep trying to re-comfy. Re-comfy. Gotta get that perfect position. Okay, we'll go for the Scorpius here. Might as well stick with them, see what we can really do. Really wish the Brown Guild War Day was today. They need to plan that a bit better when they actually do the Guild War Days. I believe it's randomized, but still, they could unrandomize it occasionally. I sure hope they could. Okay, well, let's just go for the mana here. Get all that up. And what do we need to do? We need to go and I guess just take the blue. I don't really have much of a need to go for the skull here. Or I could go for Ragnagord and hope it surges. Of course it doesn't. Luckily we get the Cascade. But now we can just do that for full mana for sure. Okay, there we go. So we got our Corvash that we can throw. Before I do though, probably gonna take a skull, then a poison, and then go for it. We only get a single kill, but it's still gonna be quite worth it. Ooh, maybe I should have went for the poison the previous turn. Well then, yeah, he's gonna get his ability off. That's not the greatest, but we can go and throw that down. Get a little bit of damage on last slot. Let's see, move that over. Want to try saving the Corvash if we can. So if he's about to do another Christine next time, I'm just gonna have to throw it down. Actually, I might just throw it down now. How much damage? Oh, we're 1 damage off. Good thing I didn't do that yet. I'll take Skull so he doesn't. And now we go for it because that's enough damage to kill it out. And we'll throw that on the purple. Okay, we can do a double hit to the back line. I think it would be better value going for the Corvash though than to bother with that. Yeah, we're going for it. So we'll get Corvash. That'll be enough to disable. And we can do that right. Oh wait, never mind. I didn't realize that was enough damage to kill it. Ooh, that's bad. So we'll go just take that down. Yeah, it looks like we might lose. Getting close to that. Okay, let's move that real quick. We'll take a Skull Poke. That'll be enough to kill it out. You won your last Guild War battle yesterday, but it counted as a loss. Are they going to fix that glitch? I sure hope so. I've never personally seen that myself, but I have seen many, many, many people report on exactly that. Okay, this is probably loss. Rip. Rip, rip, rip. Ow. How much does level... Oh, never mind, I already answered that. Yeah, every single level beyond level 1000 gets you 1 event key and 100 glory. It may seem like a lot, but you start leveling a lot slower after level 1000, so it doesn't really make as big of an impact. Oh, he's probably running Impervious. Yeah, he is. That dreaded Impervious last slot getting in the way of our hopes and dreams. You went 1100 today. Nice. Oh, wait, you mean for team score? Or for Guild Wars? Oh, never mind. That'd be really low then. But it happens sometimes. I thought you were referring to hero level. Or maybe you are, I'm not quite sure. I'll go through down Rag. So give us Corvash. Oh, level, okay. I was gonna say, that would have been quite a depressing Guild War day. Okay, well, we'll go and get ourselves some manas. Get ourselves a Corvash for utility. Probably should have taken Brown. I don't know if there was actually one available though. So, do we go for poison? No, I don't think we really need it. We'll throw that down. We don't need it yet, the poison kill. Well, let me Corvash him first. And now it'd be okay to go for the poison kill. So all we really have to do is just go get our Ragnagord up. Do that for red or whatever. So we'll get that up. And now we just explode and go into the kill. And that'll be enough damage. It does has 2 different damage splats, which is kind of weird. It does one for the normal damage, and then it does one that does whatever the rest of their durability is. Go, what is that first one? Kraken? Is that first one a Kraken or a something else? It's Kraken, something, Snake, and the Scorpion. Oh wait, Rhino. Oh, it's Corvash, something, Snake, and the new Scorpion. I don't know what the middle 2 are that you just did there. Go Scorpion, 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 Scorpion. 4 times Scorpion, go. I wish I had that many. No, we don't even have 2, let alone 1. Yeah, at least the 1 didn't take us too many resources, if nothing else. But yeah, let me know what that team is. Say good game, well played, and we'll go do it. We'll definitely make sure to go mess around with it. Okay, well, let me go take a skull. Do that. Let's see. What else? Go take a red there. We're probably taking skull or something else, but we could just throw poison to the back if we wanted to. You know what? Let's just take a red. Get the explosion down. Get ourselves the Corvash. And yeah, we're gonna move that over. Then we could go, I guess, red surge into the blue. And throw this into full mana and go from there. So yeah, that sounds like a plan. So we'll throw that down. Let him do whatever. Get an explosion down. That uses our double kill. Our single kill into a double kill. And then the final little blow we need. Oh, don't kill it. No! Okay, good. Wait, how much? 4 HP. Well, technically 5 because of 1 armor. Behemoth, Alchemist, or Yali and Corp. Okay, we'll go do that. I mean, Scorp. Corp. The Corpse Corp. Okay, let's go get all that into a team. Not that one, though. Suggested team slots! Away! Edit team. Okay, let's go get everything into this team, then. So, what was everything we needed? We need a... Where to go? We need the Behemoth. Boom. Get that in. Get an Alchemist. Get a... Or Yali. Ur-Y? Ur-Y. Or Yali. Where did Yali go? Okay, never mind. Ur-Yali? Yeah, it is. Ur-Yali. This one did have a U in it. You spell her name so weirdly. Oh wait, never mind. I already have a Ur-Ali and I only have 1. I keep forgetting that. You have to move it. Wait, didn't we already do this team earlier? Except now it has Behemoth in it. Never mind. This was pretty much the same team we already had, except now we have Behemoth instead. Okay, but we'll give it a shot. And then we'll move Ur-Ali there. Down last. And red blue. Yeah, it looks like red blue or red brown, either or. Let's actually go red brown because it will leak into more things. I don't think there's any +2, +1. We really need to bother with that. Yeah, we can just throw that down. Behemoth, Alchemist, Reality, and the Scorpius. Perfect. Let's go see what he can do then. Okay, right off the bat, we got ourselves some red. Take that over. Sweet. So, what else? What else? We'll go take a skull right here. There's another skull over there, but we'll go take this one. Get a nice little poke. What else? What else? Take the red. Get a alch down. Move that up. Move that one over. Move that over. And what else? What else? I guess we go for a Yali poke. I go move that up free. Take a skull poke. With hopefully a red mana drop. Oh, exactly so. Perfect. Very nice. So we'll go move that one over. See if we can get ourselves an alchemist anywhere. Just so we could trash the fact that he's about to lose all of his mana. So we'll go do that. Take another extra turn just to get ourselves a little bit more mana. And that will give us a behemoth cast since he's about to lose his ability. Actually, do we have anything that will do enough damage? 26. Yes, if this hits 3 skulls. If this can somehow hit 3 skulls, it'll be enough. Nope, I only hit 1. Oh good, he didn't go for the kill though. So we could just go for true damage. Double kill. And yeah, anything we do from there will be match. So we'll go move that down. And then we'll go just take the red. And then we can just go get a alchemist somewheres. So we could do that on blue, get that down. Got a little bit of mana going. And what else we need? We need, I guess, yellow surge. Try for that. And then just get ourselves some true damage down. That will be enough damage to kill it. Should be. Down it goes. Perfect. Hey, 4,600 on the dot. Very nice. Yeah, it works okay. Definitely works okay. Let's see, where's that Scorp? Oh no, that's the wrong one. Okay, well, let's go use the honor version. To the honor. Okay, well, first things first, get his mana up. Up, I fail, I forgot. He's using Scion, isn't he? It's gonna be annoying. Apothecary, you need to not miss right now. What do you have as options? You can do purple. I guess that's fine, actually. And then blue. Would rather be doing red loop because that will happen. But we don't really have the ability to do red right now. Okay, so we'll just take the brown over. And then we could go take another brown. That will give us honor, and hopefully this one won't miss. And then we can get Behemoth down. I mean, oh, what's his name? The Apothecary. We'll do that. Do that on red? Yeah, I think we do it on red this time. Oh, you know what? There's actually a lot less color. We'll do it on blue. We're gonna move that down. See if we can get a nice Apothecary somewhere. And blue. Yeah, so we do that on blue. Get that down. Get a guard. Double check the board real quick. Oh yeah, oops, almost left the skull right there. Take the green. How could I do such a thing? Throw down the guard. And almost enough damage, not all the way though. So we'll go throw this on greens just so we can get that last little bit of mana rolling. And that is way more than enough. And down it goes. Very nice. Yeah, it's an okay trip. Not really like anything too special, but has its purpose. To 90 watching, 9 likes. Yeah, a lot of people just don't always like. It's perfectly fine though. It does help out a lot when people do like, so feel free to like if you do enjoy. But yeah. I think one of the other reasons, maybe too, is a lot of people don't actually have YouTube accounts. They might just be coming to watch and chill. Because I know for the longest of times, I never bothered making a YouTube account. Actually, this was the one I ended up making because I didn't have one for so long. And I just, like, randomly posted some videos. And then a while later, I was like, you know what? I should start doing YouTube. And then I did, and here we are now. But, yeah, for the longest of times, I never used a YouTube account. I've been using YouTube for, like, 7 years. Yeah, I've only had a YouTube account for, like, 1 or 2 years. Actually, more than 1, but, like, 2 years now. Despite having used YouTube for, like, 3-4 times that long. Because I don't believe you can, like, post if you're not logged in. Okay, we're gonna move that over. Throw this on... Oh, wait, we don't have poison. Oh, never mind. This whole entire team doesn't have poison. I was thinking poison themselves, which actually technically is possible. There is one troop. That one common from... oh, what's it called? Suncrest? I think it was Suncrest. I forget what kingdom. Yeah, I think it was Suncrest. Ends up having the ability to poison allies. It was either Silverglade or Suncrest, I forget. Okay. Do we actually have enough damage to kill though? Yes, we do. Okay, we do now. Oh, I should have taken the greens though. I could have been almost full apothecary. She still would have been 1 mana short. So if this surges, that actually wouldn't have made too big of a difference. Oh, of course it doesn't though. We could have had her full mana right now. That'd be amazing if that cost us the game. I don't think it will though. That's match right there. And down it goes. What's my initial thoughts on the World Breaker Mythic? Wasn't it some kind of high damage exploder? Do you have the link to it on you right now? I ended up looking at it earlier. I didn't... Did they change it recently? But if last I looked at it, it was like a 35 mana cost, large explosion, large damage. So it has potential. It's just, it's a really, 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 really ultra high mana cost. It's not going to have the same problem that Stonehammered has, though. Because he'll be better at mana generating. Or he should be better at mana generating, I should say. In theory. But he has a way higher mana cost, so we'll see how it actually is in practice. We'll get that for the extra turn. Get that on red. Get that going. And then we can just throw Guard's Avatar into whatever else. So we'll go throw that down. And get that right there. Get the Apothecary down. Let's see. Yeah, we'll throw it on blues. We'll see why not. Get it on the reds. Get that rolling. Nice extra turn. Good. Do we have any drops or anything? Well, we'll just go for a guard. That's plenty enough. What's your... Oh, never mind. I already answered that. Yeah, if I can go look it back up in the spoiler thread, I can go check it again and give my thoughts on it. Let me see. Let me go to spoiler thread. They might have updated it. Haven't checked it, the spoiler thread for like a week or 2 now. I don't know if they've added anything new. Good chance that there has been. Let's see. That's the one coming next week. Let's see. Where is new Mythic? I found next week's troop. Also found some troop art. I cannot find the thing that says it though. Starting to scroll back. Oh, nope. I found the Mythic that just got added. Nope, I do not see the next one. And now I'm going way too far back at this point. Yeah, I have no clue where it went. I do not see it. What's your... never mind, I already answered that. Or tried finding it. You don't think there's a link on you? But yeah, you can't tell if it'll be good or just too pricey in the mana cost. Oh, it's going to be too pricey. I can almost guarantee it's going to be too pricey. It's going to have the same issue that we're having right now, where Scorpius is basically too pricey to really use. He's not completely so overpriced that he's never going to be viable, That applies to both of them. But it's just way too weak against mana drain teams. And because of that, everyone's going to start running mana again if they start coming out to be too decent. So even if they are decent, they're just going to be countered really easily with whatever the meta shift happens to be. And then they're just going to then basically not be used anymore. Okay, we need some browns, we need some blues. And like I mentioned earlier, it's kind of nice having a team like this, because with the poison, it's not like other status effects where you have to keep applying it. You can put it down whenever, and then you'll be good to go. Also, that War and Peace still looks weird. They made it all new looking. They did that to all 3 of the weapon things. It makes me think that they're going to be adding some kind of new weapon, mythic weapon that requires having all 3 of them unlocked. Which should be pretty easy for most people, since you automatically get War and Peace for free. And then you just have to get the other 2 from the shop once they do it. Which you'd be able to buy, hopefully, with diamonds and stuff. Let's see. Okay, we'll go for the red there. We'll let him take the skull poke. Or you know what? Actually, I'm going to take it myself so I can get the better core vash down earlier. We'll throw that down. Yep, I did not click on it. Let's cast the ability, misclicks. All the misclicks. Well, I'll just go explode all that. Get that rolling. We only get the single kill because he does have the impervious just sitting there. So we'll go throw that down. Then we'll go for the front line. Core Vash, go from there. We'll go for front line. And that is indeed enough damage by 1. Perfect. Hello, I'm Ree. Welcome, welcome, welcome. What's the ratio of defense battles you get versus your offensive battles? What do you mean by that? Like, how many battles do I do relative to how many defense I get? Oh, we can go check. Let's see, I got 9 defense total. Oh, you know, not 9 defense. What am I saying? Read the wrong number. Yeah, I almost have a 1-to-1 ratio. Kind of. A little bit more in defense favor at the moment. Normally it's the other way around, I would assume. Where you'd have more invades, not more defense. But yeah, as this current moment in time, we do have, yeah, about like 50 or so more invades. Like 33% more, 33% more defense than we have invades. And that's based on the fact that, I don't know, I guess more revenges? I don't know, we're just getting attacked a bunch. Let's see, how's the ratio going down here? Nope. Yeah, I guess we're just getting a little bit lucky, I guess. Because we're at like 180, that person's also almost at 180, it's like 240. That one's even closer. Yet they've done a lot more battles and stuff. There we go, claim that. Thank you very much. And into the next battle. Against Last Lot Impervious, you can use Dust Devil 2 times. Yes, that would end up working. That seems like a lot of investment, though, just to move them out the way. Probably be better off just building a different team than working around it that hard. That annoying Spirit Fox. Okay, I gotta take skulls here. You both take a sculpt here. Oh, he didn't go for it. Never mind. I'll move that over then. And then we can take another one and that kills it. Perfect. Okay. What do we need here? Can we get Brown Surge or anything? No, doesn't look like it. So we'll just move that over. Get ourselves the double poison last slots, and then we can just get the last little bit of mana we need and go from there. Let's actually take some blues though first. It ends up getting a drain. Maybe I should have thrown it then. Now we don't get to. So we'll let him do his little poke. Need to go try getting red if we can. I'll go move blue down. Come on, go down. Is there a solid way to please the RNGs? RNGesus. Nope, there's no way to please them. You've been really unlucky with chests constantly. Or contents lately. Yeah, that just happens sometimes. We've gotten unlucky a few times. Reality took us about 15,000 gem keys to obtain. It was a lot of gems. I mean gems, not gem keys. That would have been insane if it took that many gem keys. But it ended up taking us around 15,000 gems. Which if converted would have been a couple thousand keys. I believe I did them on VIP chests. Like around 200 or so. 250. I think it was actually closer to 250. Like 230 or 263 or something. Alright, so that gives us Corvash to throw down. So we'll go do just that. Put a nice Corvash down. For so far damage. We'll move that down. Get another Ragnagord rolling. And we can just go from there. And that is matched. Don't even need all that extra instant kill and stuff like that. Works out perfectly fine still. Very nice. Is there a solid way? I never mind, I already answered that. Keep re-answering the same questions. Yeah, well, free gates. Oh, no, do they have? Yeah, they do have immune to poison. Let me not use that then. Let's go run like dragons against it. Standard dragons. A Hydra team? It's how should work. Hydra team. That would likely be Hydra, Valkyrie, Lady Ornariel, and one other troop. It would be a little bit of a risk since you'd have to constantly make sure that your first slot loses HP. But once you get it really, really low, you can kind of just go crazy. But yeah, we can go do that. You can also use something like Vinoxia with it. We could even use that one that lowers our own HP just to bring it into a better kill range, which would be kind of nice. Okay, so we'll go through Dragon Soul here. And now we just need to wait till it gets full mana. Well, that didn't take long. Good job. And then we could just throw it into Grugolfa and kind of just go from there. So yeah, we'll throw a Grugolfa. Oh wait, I could just one off for Christine X fail. Oh well, we'll win off a Dragon Soul for the extra souls. That'll work. Three Forest Gates, or Fortress Gates, and a Scorpius. I can't do that. Maybe Dwarven Gate, but even that would be really clunky. Yeah, let me go use Dark Priestess. What's the best hero weapon now? Dawnbringer. Dawnbringer, Runic Blade, Black Manacles, stuff like that. Creeping Death still. Creeping Death mainly for its damage, not really as much anymore for the death marks because of how much it has been nerfed. But still. The ability, even without its death mark, is still insanely good. Mainly due to its damage output relative to its mana cost is basically the best ratio of any of the AoE weapons for the most part. Except for maybe like the 12 mana cost one. But that one's smaller and doesn't do as much damage though. I think it has like a 3 to 5 damage difference. But it has 2 lower mana costs. So in some instances, it actually is worth going for the other one. But yeah, let me go do the Hydra and go see what that can do. Let's go build a Hydra-oriented team. Not really something I would advise because you have to lower it quite a bit, so you have to risk it. But let me see, Hydra. Valkyrie, Lady Ornariel. You can also build this into pure red if you really, really wanted to. Or even pure blue, I guess, too, could have some variants that could work. You wouldn't be able to put a Valkyrie or something like that on it, though. Which makes it not as good. So we'll get this out. This gives us a bunch of life and stuff. And I guess we will go for Dark Priestess. Might as well. See what we can do with it. It also leaves us with the ability to go and throw the +2 red, +1 yellow, -1 brown banner. Oh no, why won't it let me select? Hello? That was weird. Why wouldn't it let me select? Did I do something wrong? That was weird. Why were all the buttons grayed out? What is this madness? Heal complete team? I don't think there is anything that does heal complete team. Other than the final trait on Priestess class. Other than that, I don't believe there's anything that does that as a passiveness kind of thing. There's of course troops that actually do something like that, but not really particularly useful. Okay. Trying to figure out where I want this Valkyrie. Nowhere. Okay, never mind. We have it on green. I didn't even see that up there. Fail. All that time. And just sitting right in front of our face. There we go. We'll go move that over. Go and get the lady on aerial there. And then we can go from there. Okay, so now that we got that, we need to keep letting him take skulls against us. Weird as that may seem, but it's actually beneficial to us. And we just keep healing up, let him keep attacking. Also keep in mind, like I mentioned earlier, that HP that we're gaining is not heal, it's life gain, and there's a big difference with that. Because that's basically increasing our damage. Even though our HP is more than it was before, all the damage he's already done to us is counted as damage. We can raise that even higher if we go and throw down the Dark Priestess with it. Okay, I think I'm going to go for it one more time. I should have stopped far ahead. Okay, so we'll just go for a split damage here. And we can clean up with a skull. He'll do KrissTigger. Ow, 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 ow. Okay. So we'll go and I guess just try again the skull right there then. Rip. Not looking good. Not looking good at all. We'll throw that down. Emperorina is better in this team than Arnerial. I mainly just wanted to do it to get the bigger Hydra. Okay, but of course our Hydra died, so that kind of defeated that purpose. Yep, that does look pretty over. Oh, very lucky extra turn right there. Very lucky. Well, an HP. That is not lucky though. But he left us to kill, so never mind. Lucky again. I'm gonna go for the guaranteed kill. Not gonna risk it. Perfect. Move that one down. And throw the skull there. Get our little pokes in. And I guess we just throw our mana. We'll go throw that down. Get a skull poke, which will indeed kill because we have so ridiculously high attack at this point. And there's the final blow out of nowhere. The skull poke from nowhere. Perfectly fine with that. Hello! Flutating? Flutating. Welcome, welcome. I mean, I'm doing pretty good. A little bit tired, though. Been yawning here and there. The struggle of waking up early. No. It's only once a month normally that I do that. And on Mondays, I just stay up late because I do the video thingy. But, yeah. I do need to start, like, waking up, I think, later. And do kind of what I did where I just like move the stream back just a little bit when we do end up starting it. Because that tends to work a little bit better, I think, for when we do the new Mythic. Because the biggest issue with that is the time zone that it gets released on. Relative to my time zone, it comes out at 3 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Soon 2 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. So it makes it really, really hard to actually cover new content as soon as it comes out. Because the time it comes out is... an absurd time of day that I should probably be sleeping. That's not how it normally works, though. Normally the first thing I do whenever I end a Friday stream like this is go right back to bed. And just sleep until the later day stream. Sometimes I'll eat in between, but that's normally what I do. Let's see, we'll go throw that down. Get herself the double kill on the back there. Go get herself a Corvash into the Ragnagord. And we'll go from there. So we'll go get that down, get herself our yellows. If there's still any kind of questions you guys have, any teams you want me to do, need help building teams or anything of the such, feel free to leave them in chat and we'll definitely make sure to get around to all of them. So just let me know. I know, it's not absurd for Australia time. In Australia time, it's probably like in the middle of your day. So it works out quite conveniently. In my time, it definitely is though. Alright, we're gonna move that over, take the yellow, see if we can find a drop. Yes, kind of. Not really. We have drops, they're just not drops that are worth it. It's not an extra turn, is it? No, it's not. I'll still go for it. Just so he doesn't accidentally get it. Yeah, he's gonna get all the greens, not good. And I guess we could poison them now. I do want to take a skull first, but... Actually, you know what? Let's get Corvash to full mana. So we'll go do that. Get the kill. Take the yellow right here. Do we have +1? I don't think so. Not in that color. So do that. Get Corvash. That'll at least disable 2 of the 3. And you can't get Devour because we have Impervious. You can still get ridiculous amounts of damage though. And I'm going to throw this down now just so we do indeed have the poison. Okay. So this will end our turn, but we end up denying him from being able to take it for damage in a Queen Mab freeze. Which is what prevented us in the first place. Okay, but we'll go take the yellow. Now that we're all cleansed on everything. And there is our double lethal kill. Feels really good being able to get those double lethals. As long as they can be poisoned, they just instantly die to it. I almost feel like using Assassin class with it. The only problem with that, though, is they're both oriented to taking out the back line. Also, Assassin can't really place poison that easily either. He, yeah, he's not really particularly good at doing that. What's a mirror's true damage versus blues at your level? Not enough to one-shot most things, is how much it is. I'll go double check it, though. Yeah, last I recall, it is not enough to one-shot. Let me go check. Troops. Amira. I spelled something wrong. Amira. 48 damage is how much she does. 48. 48 into 50. So based on, let's say, the team I'm using right now. One shot, not one shot. Not one shot, not one shot. Not. Yep. The only thing that would be one shot on her team was the one that I just passed. Where'd it go? The Corvash. Yeah, it doesn't really one shot that much at all. The following shot can one shot a bit more than what the first one can, but yeah, it's still not really that good. A lot of stuff like that, like I mentioned, needs to be like instant kill. So that has skills in the late game. Okay. Well, let's go get like a red or a brown or something. Let's see here. Do I really just take purple? Sure. We'll go move it. Might as well. Yeah, Famine and Fair Shra are both the best 2 things you could possibly craft in Soulforge. That's for sure. And Famine's available right now. I would highly advise it over this new Mythic troop. It is much better than the current Mythic that just got added. Okay, what else we need to move around? I guess we take a brown, start getting Corvash back up before he goes crazy on Krakens. So we have a way to really deny him out easily. Nice extra turn right there. And that is indeed enough for a double kill, which would be very nice. So we'll go for that, get our Corvash, wait a turn just so he can accumulate a little bit more mana. Just so we can deny him right back down. And what else? Guess we'll take a yellow or red. Yeah. Take the yellow. Because that should be almost enough damage. 33. Well, we'll let him take the skull. Because that brings it into one-shot range off of anything. We don't really have that anything though. Okay. Well, now all we need is any damage, and that'll be a match. There we go, there's our anything. Hello, Garber, welcome! Have been watching you live for a long time, well, glad you could join us. Oh no, I just completely ruined that green screen effect right there, wow. It's because there's a large ray of light. I think you can see it on my face right now, too. It normally doesn't show on the green screen, but when, you can see it on my face, but when I, like, move too much or something, it'll like show it on the screen where all the light actually is coming through the window. Hey, also we got an arcane traits done. Nice. Very nice. Very, very nice. Let's see, has Salty given us the codes yet? Salty! 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 She still hasn't given us codes. Rip. Yeah, I don't know if I have codes today and tomorrow. Nope. I know, we'll have to see. There is a chance we'll get them soon, but she still hasn't replied back from yesterday or Monday. What's funny is she still replied back with some response on last night's, but she didn't actually make the code. She just gave me the troop art that I requested for, but she didn't do the code thing that I requested for. Oops, why did I give him that? Distracted about talking about Salty. I'll go take that, take the greens. Throw the poison to the back, take some browns. I'll give us Corvash, get our extra turn, very nice. And just get Corvash down there. Okay, sweet. Okay. He does have the one immunity. Everyone with those one immunities back there. But we'll go and just explode the board. Don't really need to cast them too much more than once. Okay. This guy that I mean when I was referring to that. Do I take the skull? Yes, because doing that into a thing will be enough damage. Move that over. And that will be 1 over enough damage to kill it. And then we can kind of just keep scaling from there. So we'll throw that down, throw the other one, and then double kill the back. There we go. Oh wait, oops, I forgot. He has kind of has impervious. Rip. Not dead yet. Now he is. Problem solved. Did someone just suggest for negative traits on the forum? I think someone just did. All the negative traits. Like positive traits, except worse. No. Yeah, oh yeah, it is 3 a.m. by her. Never mind. Oh, so for the rest of the stream, we're definitely not going to get it done. Well, hopefully she'll give it to me tonight then. I'll make sure to remind her in the morning if she's at work. Best way to farm celestial trait stones? Yeah, like it was just mentioned in chat. There's a way to farm them for free in the dungeons. I believe it's only 1 per week, not 2. But you can make a celestial trait stone. Well, I guess you could technically make 2 if you end up using all the shard thingies. But it only directly gives you 1. Okay. What's the game plan here? I guess we just take a thingy and just try getting him up so we can go for the single kill. Can't go for the double for the obvious reason of he is immune. So we'll go move that over just so we can take the blue in case he leaves it there. Perfect. That'll give us full mana. Then we can just go for a Corvash Though I would kind of want to get the double kill beforehand if we can. He's gonna get too much value. Oh no! I should have threw the Corvash. Ooh, I should have threw the Corvash. That's not too good, because now I need to go waste like a whole skull or instance of damage to go kill it. Okay, so we'll get the one kill here. And a lot of damage on the other one. And we can just throw that down. Get our explosion going, get our poke. And yeah, I'll just go move that over. Get ourselves a rag. And now all we need is like one more little damage. There we go, perfect. Use hello Chris, welcome. Any ideas for a good EXP grinding team? The best EXP grinding team we already have is the same one you use for standard Explorer. All you do is just do this on the first challenge with the highest difficulty you can one-shot on, which if I'm not mistaken is this challenge, Warlord 2 or 3? We can get away with 2. One of them has 10% this week. I think we can still get away with Warlord 2, at least on this account. But yeah, basically all you do is get ready on the Elspeth. Get ready on the Elspeth. Get ready on last slot. Bombot. Dead. Repeat a billion times over. And that's how you farm. That's how you farm EXP. But yeah, that's the quickest way to farm EXP. Ideally, you'd also have 100% bonus from your guild, of course, obviously, because that would increase it by quite a bit. But yeah, that's essentially what you do. I'm not aware of anything that wins quicker than that. And you're doing on Warlord 2, so you're gaining 50% extra EXP, as you can see right there, bonus EXP 50%. That ends up helping out every single battle. So definitely really nice to have, that's for sure. A little bit of extra points. Of course, you just set it to whatever the highest difficulty you can do is with whatever team you're using. But this would be the quickest. Oh, I'm not using Mechanist class right now, am I? You'd also be using Mechanist class instead of what I'm doing now. Actually, what am I using right now? Assassin? That's interesting. Maybe we should go test it with the new guy. Honestly, I don't think it's going to work that well with him, though. Maybe I won't even bother. Because what we really do, they both kind of do the same thing, kind of. And both the fact that they both have the Venomous doesn't really do anything. Venomous has almost no effect on what the outcomes. It's really pointless. Oh, there we go. We'll just go click pass. And there we go. Let me go do the team that was just suggested by Mirror, though. Over top of that. But yeah, that's basically what you would use for EXP farming, essentially. Okay, let me go and get all the troops into this. So what was everything we needed for this? Where to go? We're just staring at it. Da, 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 da. There it is. Oh no, I can't find Lady Onuriel. There it is, Onuriel. Bombots, Death Knight. Wait, why would you need... Oh, never mind. I read the wrong team. I read part of one team and then part of another team. Fail. Eternal, or Onuriel, I mean. Bombots, Hero with Mech, and Trog. Oh, wait, never mind. Oh. I thought someone was suggesting a team. Yeah, they were just saying what I already just showed. Never mind. Never mind, I thought that was just a team. But yeah, if you guys have any that you want me to do, just let me know. Pulled Leviathan today. Any good team suggestions for it? We ended up doing it with all dragons earlier. And ended up working okay, though it wasn't as good as just all dragons themselves. Or, you know, like this team, I mean, with Grugolfa. But, yeah, we ran it with, let's see if I can remember the exact team. Well, it's not too hard, it's just all dragons. Leviathan. We could use Dragonian Monk up front. I don't believe that's what I was using earlier. Was there something anymore? That would have been something with yellow. It's a dragon with yellow. That's all the dragon options. What was I even using? Wasn't Borealis, wasn't Solastasia, wasn't that. Wasn't Elamagrim for sure. Oh, it was Shadow Dragon, duh. Because we need that to fill up the Dragon Soul a bit quicker if we want to. That's what it was. Yeah, this could work. Leviathan is pretty weak, I do have to say, though. Not really worth using in most instances. Or almost ever. It's mainly because Submerge is so very low at what it does. Not really particularly helpful. There isn't really much it even dodges. Like, for example, it doesn't dodge that. It wouldn't dodge Queen Mab's ability. There's pretty much nothing that it dodges, it feels like. Even though it actually does. It dodges all full AoE attacks. The problem is a lot of things, some things that even are considered full AoE in a way, don't even get blocked by it. Okay, so we'll go and move that up, move that over. Get ourselves a... Actually, you know what? Could I have Shadow Dragon there? Or is that how we got the mana? Never mind, it's probably how we got the mana there. But now we can just go through the Shadow Dragon, get a nice poke in, get our mana recycled, and just go explode it all. Just hoping that we'd get enough mana off that. Apparently not. But let's kill that out. And now we do just about anything, and now we match. We'll move that over. Get yourself a Dragon Soul down. He does get a bit of a heal, but we can kill off the skulls that get poked. And down it goes. Can I try Dark Troll, Yasmin, Chosen, Weavern, and Scorpius? Sure. We can go see how it works with a Yasmin. See how that pans out. Yeah, the Scorpius doesn't really have much of a purpose. Its full and almost total purpose is to feed brown troops with additional stats. That's about as far as he really goes. Anything beyond that... Hey, it's the first one I've actually seen someone else having it. Interesting. What's he running? Oh, he's running the same thing as us. Actually, just for fun, let's mirror him real quick. Let's see... Where'd it go? Oh, wrong team. Where is it? There it is. Yep, there we go. Corvash, Ragnagord, Weavern, Scorpius, same banner, same everything. Actually, we have slightly higher stats. How much higher is our stats? 22, 35, 43, 54. 22, 43, 35, 54. Why is this team score lower then? Can't be because of level disparity. He's not even 100 levels below me. It wouldn't be that big a difference. Yeah, not quite sure. But anyways, let's get into the battle. Also, hello, Chad. Welcome. Yeah, I'll be doing your team in a moment. Let me just go mirror this guy before we do though. So, Red Surge, go. Of course, again, don't get it. Unfortunate. Nice, there we go. Well, now we got it on double, and we got the extra turn. Very nice. Go take out greens. Get that rolling. Throw down like a Corvash or something. Yeah, we'll go for that. Let's get the little double combo. And he does have Impervious, so we can't actually kill him with this, but what we can do is, wait, they both have immune to poison. I forgot. This thing has immune to it too. I didn't even think about that. Oh, wow. That's interesting. Okay, well, how do we kill him then? Because we just got to keep poking him. Luckily, his Corvash is down. That's one easy way to kind of win. Because our Corvash gets a stack while his is dead now. We'll get some mana there, but I needed my mana, so I think it's fine. He can't get a kill. It's not like he can poison either of them. While we can't poison him, he also can't poison us, so it works out. He'll hit us for 49s. I think we could fit him for 50s. Or never mind, he hit us for 46, not 49. That 6 looked like a 9. Okay, you know what? I'm just going to throw over damage. Why not? 46. Go and take some blues. Explode the blues, get Corvash, go from there. He's gonna get, or at least try to get the poison. It's not gonna work though. The counter is the best counter to itself. That normally does happen though. It's like, what's the best counter for? Oh, just use itself against it. Well, let's go get the Corvash down. And 2 more Corvashes will be enough if we go down that route. Hello, Demon or Angel. Welcome. Glad you could join us. Welcome, welcome. I was gonna move that over. Is that enough damage now? It should be. 39? Yeah, it is. He's probably gonna take skull though. Okay. So let's go and I guess take blue? Yeah, let's go take the blue. Take another blue after and go from there. Okay. So do we have any drops or anything anywhere? I guess we'll just go move the red over. That'll give us a Ragnagor to go throw down. And then we can just throw down blues. That'll give us Corvash and that'll be match. Or should be. There we go. Way more than enough. Listening to me giggle makes your wife giggle. Hey, an Arcane Beast trades the head. That's funny though. Oh, glad I could help. Hey, and also we have 100 viewers. Thank you everyone for stopping by. We're just mainly messing with the new Mythic today. And we will be around tomorrow on my birthday to still stream, but on Sunday, as I mentioned earlier, I will be canceling the Stardew Valley stream that we normally do, because even though my birthday's tomorrow, I'm going to be celebrating it on Sunday. So yeah, we're going to be canceling Stardew Valley. So that's not applicable to as many people. It's like, which one do I cancel? Do I cancel the one on my birthday or the one the following day? But I figured since Stardew Valley gets a lot less views, it's like, let's get rid of that one this week. Works out better. So for my own birthday, we're pretty much just going to stream. But the day after, I'll actually get to celebrate it. And instead, we'll just replace out Stardew Valley. So it'll work out conveniently. Okay, we'll throw that down on yellows. Let's see here. Go move that one up. Skull I don't need to do because he's just entangled. Or I should say, we're entangled. So we'll go move that over. Oh, wait, what? That was enough damage already? When did he take all that damage? What? Okay, well, we'll throw that down. When did that happen? So we'll go throw that on yellow. 4 off. Come on, get full mana. Those wisps, they come with harsh amount of damage really quick. Alright, well, at least we got our double kill, if nothing else. I can't really take skull on him, though. A little bit annoying with the Savani Mora there, but should pretty much win at this point. We could just throw that down. And another one's almost match in itself. Too bad the higher HP was in the first slot right now. I'd be able to get nice pokes on it. Ooh! We took out our other damage source. I need that to unentangle, or else we have basically no way to damage him other than exploding skull. Okay, never mind. Well, luckily this guy's not entangled. Let's keep it that way. Because if he gets entangled, we pretty much lose. Because that's... Oh, wait, never mind. He can't get entangled. Duh. He has Impervious. So I don't need to worry about that as much. Feels weird being on the other end of this. Normally it's the other way around when I'm fighting the enemy that has no capability of getting the mana. Now it's us. There's nothing we can do to get our mana up now. There's just the waiting game until we can get a poke. We should win though. You'd have to do a lot of really weird damage to be able to really take us out. There we go, perfect. He got greedy taking the skulls and then it ends up giving us skulls. Because the cascade, very nice. Very, very nice, at least for us. Mwahaha. We got this. Let's see. Umbrella Wolf teams? Umbrella Wolf teams? Or you mean Umbra? Oh, did I read that as Umbrella? No, you typed in Umbrella. You typed in Umbrella. Umbrella Wolf. Let's see. Just started to play the game again. You're level 181 and finished all the quests. What is the best thing to do now? Probably PvP. And if you find you're losing too much in 1 and 2 trophy PvP, switch over to, if you're losing too much here, switch over to doing treasure hunt. Since you've already completed this kingdom, you would have access to Tyri, and she can farm you up as many maps as you ever need, and then you can just play this minigame. One pretty nice thing about this minigame is it doesn't actually give you combat EXP in any way. And the way that matchmaking works in PvP, it makes it so you basically go against people relatively around your level. Sometimes they'll still go crazy, but it's based on many factors, but one of the main factors is indeed your level. So if you keep your level low by basically just playing treasure hunt or by other means, you would be able to basically have a lot of troops and a lot of upgrades without actually having a very, very high level. So you'd be able to get a bunch of stuff and then not really need to worry about it, which is kind of nice. But, yeah. That's pretty much what you should be doing then. Either PvP or treasure hunt. You can also participate in guild wars if you want. I assume at around that range, though, you wouldn't really have what you need to be able to do guild wars. But if you want to join a higher requirement guild, they generally have guild wars as a requirement, at least to some degree. It levels you a lot more than you really need, guild wars that is. But you end up getting a lot of resources from it, which is kind of nice. Particularly once you can really start moving up with the guild. Alright, so we're gonna move that down. Still doing pretty good for just randomly taking moves for the most part here. Some maps just get lucky like that. I just wanted to do something to talk over for when I explained that, but so let's move that. Move one more. Very nice extra turn. Can we maintain 2 more? Yeah, we can. Regardless of what we do, it'll be enough. There we go. And there we go. Oh, come on, I'm trying to end the map, not get even more turns. There we go. Nope, nope. Fail. Not only did that devalue my resources, it made me keep going on the map. Unintentional wins. Yeah, some maps just don't like to end, even if you're trying to end it. There we go. There's no way that's gonna extra turn. No, it actually extra turns somehow. What? Look at this. I'm perfectly fine with it. If it's gonna give me more resources, I guess that's fine. Okay, I can take that too. I'm not gonna go for it though. Here, this will guarantee we end it. Good. Wow, it almost tried though. Look at all that. That was almost an extra turn. Like one more bag anywhere's there would have been an extra turn. Alright, let's just go claim our little bit of rewards. Not that much, but we don't gain any XP as you can see. A little bit. Actually, that was not too bad of gold. Normally gives a lot less though. Got a gem, got a little bit of souls, got a bunch of trade stones, and we got our glory. Treasure hunt's still not really worth using. Early on in the game it is. Later in the game it's kind of pointless because you have resources from so many other means that you don't really ever need to bother with it. You're trying to keep your level low? You're the highest level in the game! Unless you consider that low. What, do you consider anything that's not 10,000 to be low? Level max 10,000? Which is probably like near impossible to even achieve, if not impossible. At least in the current state of the game anyways. Was there any other question or anything I missed? Is Merilith the only true damage mana generator? I want to say yes. That's a good question, actually. I believe the answer to that is yes, as far as like viable ones. Let me see. Oh, Astral Spirit technically is. She's not like an actual mana generator, but she has board control in a way that she normally does gain mana from her turn. But yeah, Merilith does indeed mana generate. And I guess Scion, in a way, you could consider as a mana generator. It generates mana for itself. Also there's Shadow Dragon. So there's, there are a few then. There's Astral Spirit, there's Shadow Dragon, there's Venoxia, which is really bad. And very situationally, I guess you could kind of consider Spirit Fox as one. Maybe even Vampire Lord. But yeah, I would really just consider it as basically Venoxia, Shadow Dragon, and Merilith as the only few. And Garnock technically doesn't do true damage. He does it to your allies, not to the enemy, so that doesn't count. Even though it does technically do true damage to everything, it's just it's hitting the wrong team. But it actually deliberately hits your own team so that it can trigger on-skull traits that trigger whenever HP ends up getting poked. So that's the whole point of that. What is that? Let's see. Oh, is it on that one? Let me go see. Let me see. Troop spoilers. Yeah, let me go see what the next mythic is. Let's go get it loaded. Mythic. Oh, he made this a lot more organized than before. Really nice. Where's the mythic though? Is there a way to look at this easier than I'm missing? Oh, there's the new kingdom. Oh! Oh! They're actually getting it around before December? I didn't notice that. That's different from what the other post said. Oh, they're adding one of those Japanese-looking dragon things. Oh, no, they're not. That's a bird. It looked like it from the thumbnail. Still a cool-looking bird, though. They actually technically already have a lot of troops that look like it, though. Like the form that Leviathan and Dragon Soul have. Like those giant... Oh, no, nope, there's still one. Never mind. We got it. It's those ones that have those really long whisker things on the side. I really like those. I forget if they're Chinese or Japanese, but they're one of the two. Let's see. Yeah, they actually have some really nice troop art for that kingdom. Every single one of them looks amazing. Oh, too bad none of their traits are decided yet. Or their ability. Basically nothing about them other than their troop art is decided. So, rip. Oh, I just realized. He has all the PNGs on this thing. Really? I could just be getting all my PNGs from there. I didn't even notice that. I should go copy-paste them all now before something happens, just in case. I didn't even realize that all the PNGs are here. Now I only need to keep asking her for redeem codes. Let's see. Okay, anyways, let me go and... where's the Mythic? The whole reason I came here was to try to find the Mythic. Oh, there it is. I found it. No, that's not it. Ah. There has to be an easier way to find it other than just reading through every single one of these to try to find the word Mythic. Actually, you know what? Duh. Control find. It should work on this document. There, found it. That didn't take long. Okay. Explode magic +1 gems on the board. Deal damage to all enemies. Probably based on magic. I would assume for that. Or something. But, yeah. So it's magic +1 for the explode and then magic for the damage. It just says a 1. But I'm pretty sure that 1 is scaled off of something, obviously. But yeah. I guess that could be pretty decent. It's basically, it's kind of like a Dragon Soul, except it does more damage and more explosion. The biggest issue, though, is unlike a Dragon Soul, it has a much higher mana cost. It has a 35 mana cost. Dragon Soul has a 16 mana cost. It has more than double the mana cost for like 50% more explosion and 50% more damage? I don't know. It depends exactly what that damage value comes out to. But honestly, it's just a Dragon Soul that doesn't gain souls for like double the mana cost. That doesn't really seem that worth it. Let's see, what's his traits? Immunity to Devour, that makes it slightly more worth it. 25% Skull Reflect, that makes it less worth it, because generally in the current meta, if you have something with Immune to Devour, you want it as far back in your team as possible, not up front. Whereas the reflect damage on Skull thing would be for, you'd want to orient towards the front of your team. And the main one, it's unique trait. Gain 4 to a random skill on 4 and 5 times matches. Oh, okay. That thing start magic buffing itself. That could actually start being interesting. Okay, I can see that being useful. Because since it has 25% Skull Reflect, regardless of if it gains HP or armor, it's gaining a benefit. If it gains attack, it's going to be used up front anyways because of Infernal Armor. So you're gaining value out of that. And because it has a really good magic scaling ability, it will gain quite a bit with that. So regardless of what happens, it will end up gaining a really good amount of value. Okay, I see. Never mind. That would explain it. Okay. So I still feel like 35 is too high. We'll have to see exactly how many explosions it comes out to. Even if you explode the entire board, that's still not the greatest. But we'll see what happens with it, yeah. It has potential, if nothing else. Did you miss the code as usual? No. Salty didn't end up giving me any more. So we haven't had any. We have given out 8 codes so far this week, though. So we had 1 on Monday, 5 on Halloween, and 2 last night, though technically those 2 I didn't actually hand out. It was just leftovers from what Salty was giving out in global chat. So we ended up putting them into our chat as well. But, yeah. Salty didn't end up giving me more last night. I requested for them. She didn't actually do it, though. I'll go take that up. So hopefully either later tonight or hopefully by Monday she'll have more for us. Go throw a Corvesh down. The biggest issue with redeem codes is she normally only gives it in a small portions at a time. Nimhane, whenever she did it, she would give like a whole month in advance. Salty normally only gives like a week in advance. So yeah, I run out a lot more often than what I have in the past. Because in the past I would get like 30 plus codes at once. She only gives like 7 to 10 at once. So it takes, it doesn't take any time at all for me to actually deplete them. Normally it takes 1.5 weeks. Let's see. Alright, we'll just move that over. We'll go throw down a Corvesh and wait until he has enough damage to kill it. Oh, I already did! Oh, Wisp! Please! Why? Must the Wisp always kill our most important troop immediately? That's so annoying. They should already be dead, both of the Wisps. I could have gotten it the previous turn. Oh, very nice extra turn right there. Wow. A lot of value. Okay, Skulls we're gonna take, actually. Because the Wisps get to get killed off of it. Ha! There we go. Worth it. Okay, the comeback. The instant on win comeback. I'll take it. Queen Aurora is gonna be World Breaker's best friend. The problem is Queen Aurora got nerfed indirectly. Her trait thingy that gives +1 mana to all allies doesn't actually work when you do multiple at once. Same as every Link in the game, but it's particularly noteworthy with Queen Aurora because if you take literally any double pair, it doesn't end up triggering. It only triggers on the first one. I also don't quite understand what happens when you take both simultaneously. Because, like, which one would get the +1s? But, yeah, it definitely doesn't calculate it out correctly. It's all weird with it. Also, Queen Aurora doesn't increase explosion, the amount that you get from exploding something. It only increases it from the actual cascade itself. Alright, so we got a little bit of everything going. I can just spend my turn doing that. Or a little bit of upfront damage, and then just go straight for the backline. Very nice. I never thought this buff that it got would actually be that overpowered. Or I shouldn't say overpowered, but that's strong. He was useless before he got his buff. Then when he got his buff, it's like, oh, okay, now he's actually somewhat decent, dealing damage to the first 2 enemies, and then poisoning the last 2. But now, it's like, wow, that's actually so ridiculously perfect in the current state of the game because of this guy. I am so surprised they're not from the same kingdom. That would have made a lot of sense to make both of them from the same kingdom just because of how ridiculously obvious their synergy is. He's the only brown poisoner in the entire game. And it works perfectly with what we needed to do. Okay, good. It did not get the kill right there. Now all we have to do is Corvesh again or keep skull poking. I'm not even going to bother with those purples. I'm just going to leave them there. I probably should have moved it down. No, not again. Stop killing out the Corvesh. This is why I don't put Ragnagord in first slot, by the way. Even Corvesh is dying too quickly. If I put Ragnagord there, it'd die even quicker. Yep, I shouldn't have given him that. I didn't need to. Alright, now he's gonna buff, and there's nothing I can do about it. Actually, we can still lose this. There's a chance. He's gonna gain a lot of stats right there, and he also is in one-shot range. Or he's in one-shot range of killing each of my allies. One by one. We gotta be really careful with that. If he just randomly gets a skull, we start dying. Alright, let's just do that on green. Should be full mana. Oh, he gets a skull. We should be safe though, unless he double skulls, which he didn't. Oh wait, we didn't get full mana though. Really? We're only 9. Well, we can just take the brown then. And that's match. Down he goes. Barely. Yeah, Firebomb will be interesting how that pans out. It's going to be the lowest mana cost in the game. And didn't it get, like, Empowered, too? Kind of odd, but yeah, it's a really weird troop. Really weird. But, I think it gets summoned by something, too, doesn't it? I didn't actually double check, but yeah, it's a really interesting concept that they're going to be doing with it. Let me see. Explode 3 red gems, deal magic +1 damage to a random enemy, and destroy yourself. Can only be cast once. Oh! Hold up, though. Hold up. Since it can only be cast once, I believe you can't use multiple of them on a team. Yeah, that's not as good. Never mind. He does have empowered, though. What would be the point of using one of them, then? I guess for a quick explosion? Yeah, I guess for a really quick explosion. Would be basically what the firebomb is for. It explodes a couple of the reds that are on the board. And then kind of just goes from there. Well, yeah, I guess that kind of makes sense. It would kind of be like using an Elspeth, but slightly less mana, but you would get mana for every single color. Instead of just one focused color. Actually, overall, I think it might actually be more mana than Elspeth in many situations. It would also be guarantee mana. You don't really need to worry about it aligning correctly. The only issue is it's giving a mix of mana instead of all concentrated into one color, which makes it slightly less useful. Not by much, though. Okay, do I keep delaying until he does Mercy first? I think that is the game plan. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's the game plan. I'll take another skull here. And now I'll kill him. Oh, wait. No, I can't cast yet. I gotta wait till he does this thing. Okay, now I can do it. So we're gonna move that over. Move that over. Still hasn't Elspethed us yet, which is nice. Move the other one over. And now we can just go and Elspeth that right there. And then from there we could just go for the double kill, and pretty much we're good to go. You know what? I probably should have taken that skull. We didn't actually have to do that immediately. Oh well, we'll just take the green. Hopefully he'll bait into some skulls for us to take for him. Yeah, we'll take the blue. Oh, he is Corvash. That's unfortunate. Let's move that. It gives us a skull. I'm really surprised he did not go for it. Oh, actually got the extra turn. Very nice. Extra turn out of nowhere, so I'll take it. Okay, he denied one of the core colors we need, but as long as we can get the double skull poke, we're good to go. Gotta wait till he gets baited into that. He did not. Take that one. Go. Okay, I might just have to throw this soon. Let's just do this on red or something. And as match. There we go. You think you forgot your team? Sorry, Dark Troll, Yasmin, Chosen, Weaver. And let me go do it right now. Yep, let me go get to that. Sorry about that. Let me go do it. I knew I forgot something. But yeah, if I forgot anything else, feel free to leave it back in chat, guys. If you have any questions, anything I might have missed, or anything of the such. Or if you need help building a team for anything. Any purpose. Okay, let me go and let me see. Dark Troll. Been a while since I did first slot Dark Troll. Yasmin. The chosen of all the Yasmins. Oh, is this pure brown? Weavern, and yeah, it is. Interesting. Weavern. Wavern? Weavern. And the Scorp. Also, I like how everyone is spelling Scorpius differently. On my save files, I actually have every single save file saved with Scorpius spelled differently. I've never seen Scorpius spelled like this. I've seen it with O's, I've seen it with OU, I've seen it with, I don't know. I don't know. Like, the amount of times I mistyped this name this morning, I literally just had to keep it on my copy-paste because I kept mistyping it. Luckily, none of the thumbnails or anything mistyped it or anything, but yeah, he has a really annoying spelling of that name. I don't know if that's actually how it's supposed to be spelled, but that is not how I normally spell it at all. Or how I would think it would be spelled. Okay, let me go, what's even our banner? I guess double brown? Very rare that I go double the color on a team that actually uses that. What else would we use? Like a brown purple, a brown yellow, I mean a brown green. It's either double brown, brown yellow, or brown purple. So honestly, I think I'm just gonna go double brown then. I'll go with that. Neither of our mana generation color gets any bonus, so the AI is just gonna take them both evenly. So we'll still be able to get something off then, because of that. So right here, we're just gonna start getting him up immediately. First order of business. Double check for anything else. Oh wait, never mind. That doesn't fill him. I'm like playing as if it's a rock troll. There we go. And we'll go double the purples. Normally I use them both together, just out of habit. I still miss if I use it. I'm not gonna use it. Still probably a miss. Up wrong direction. Fail. That's not good. Double the purple, sure, that has a lot more on the board. Might be able to get enough cleared as well. We haven't poisoned yet, have we? No. Because the only way we can get mana into it is via brown after we've already filled everything, or green excess, which isn't really happening much this battle. And I feel like that might be one of the handicaps to this team that happens a lot. Is it's not going to have the mana to really go around to it, to have the poison to actually get that kill. You know, I'm going to just go for it. If it surges, we're good to go. Perfect. So we throw this in. Just a little bit of damage. He'll throw the damage back at us. Go move that over. Go and kill the last 2 slots. And what else? We throw the Yasmin finally because there's enough green at this point. And never mind, I lied. Nope, not enough green. Well, now we gotta deal with those 2. Rip. Okay, what's the game plan then? I could try for a random purple drop. What good would that really do for us, though? You know what? Let's go for the 5 times green chance. Got it. Very nice luck right there. Exactly what we needed from it, and exactly what we tried for. And that's match. That was really lucky. 1 in 7 chance it would have been a green was worth going for. Because if you get it, then that happens. So it worked out quite nicely. Sweet. Yeah, that was no, I was not expecting. But it worked out. Oh, how's the Mythic? Kind of average, not really worth using, is basically the bottom line of how this Mythic is. He's fun to use. He's kind of interesting in how you play him. Because it's a bit different than how you play most other troops. But, yeah, it's kind of cool. You get the versatility of being able to choose the front line or the back line to target first. Going to be pretty good for Brown Guild War days. Though overall, it's going to be pretty bad relative to other options in the game. Like Famine and stuff like that. So, honestly, he's not really going to be used too much. But yeah, he's pretty good content as far as using him. As far as going out of your way to get him, no, I wouldn't bother. You're better off crafting the Famine. That or just saving your resources for a future Mythic, like possibly the next one or something. But yeah, this guy is not too over the top. He's fun to use, but not too viable. And we're going to lose this. So in all fairness, it's that team. It's that team. Okay, he's going to get Kraken. I might as well take some blues. I don't even care if it takes the skull right there. And it doesn't actually go for it. But we need to last a little bit of our mana. I don't know if I should go for the Corvash here. I need him to get distracted off the skull. Perfect, exactly what we need to have happen. Very nice, so we'll throw that down. Then we can back hit the back line. Back hit the back line. Let me take purple first. Just need 1 more mana. How could you do this to me? That's not good. Okay, well, we'll throw down double poison. We also get enough damage to kill one of them right there. We'll take the yellow as well, get that, get a little bit of Cascade. That'll give us our double kill. The instant double kill. So it takes so much setup and so much mana to actually get that down though. It's normally not worth it. So an extra turn spam, good. And now we can just kill with Corvash. I do have to say, the main thing about this new Mythic, and basically the only reason you would actually do it, for one, you would need it fully traded. But he's basically useless without trades. But this guy, just for his brown trait, isn't too bad. It's one of the reasons I've been mainly testing brown teams. All brown allies gain 1 to all stats at the start of each turn. That is pretty powerful, mainly because it's you can of course use this in Brown Guild War Day to get a lot of value. Do keep in mind you can only cast him once, though you technically can have multiple of him in a team, triggering the Desert King trait. So you can have like double of him with 2 other troops as your invade team for Brown Day, and you just go crazy with the amount of stats you would end up gaining per turn. Regardless of how bad you would do, you'd almost auto win because of how many stats you're getting. Unless you get like Kraken looped or something. But you'd be gaining stats almost quicker than you'd be losing them. So even if things were going bad, you'd still completely dominate. With only 1, it doesn't do it anywhere near as quick as it needs to do, but it still gains a lot of vital stats like magic and stuff. He also technically is the biggest magic buffer in the entire game. He doesn't really seem like it, but he is. But he does it passively, which is kind of cool. He's not like the absolute best, but as far as just passively having magic on the team, he does the most over time. Let's assume 10 turns passed. Literally every brown on our team just got a single magic. So if you total that up, he's doing a 4 magic gain per turn. And that's just the magic. That's not even counting all the other stats he's doing. So it's kind of nice. Of course, it assumes you're running full pure brown. But there's actually synergy within pure brown, so it works. I never thought Wyvern would ever be this good. But it actually is. I like that they did the buff, but I never really thought the buff would be that huge of a buff. Because in this context, it's absolutely gigantic, the buff that he got earlier. But when it actually happened, it was like, okay, so now he's finally viable at least. But now that this guy came out, it's like, oh wow, they made this really good. Also, you're basically going to see the extinction of double Wisp teams now, because this thing is really insanely good against double Wisp. It can still take a lot of damage to it and stuff like that, but assuming you get it going, you literally just kill out the entirety of the team. So yeah, you got to watch out for that too when making defend teams now. The last 2 slots can very easily, even more so now, be killed out in no time flat. So you got to be really careful now that not only can Kraken do it ridiculously easily, now this guy can too. An assassin class, and yeah, it's everywhere now. We'll go throw that down and get a little bit of damage. Get a double kill. And now we just have to kill this last little guy. So we'll go throw that down, and by the time we even get full mana, we're going to have enough to kill it off the extra magic we keep getting. Also, Corvash gains one of the biggest benefits of any brown troop from having additional magic, since it hits 2 troops with pure true damage. Can you do Loyalty, Dragon Soul, Bold Taurus, and Loyalty? Sure, we can go mess with that. Hey, a Bold Taurus team. I normally wouldn't really advise with it. You're almost always better going a Rowan team than a Bold Taurus, but yeah, we'll go see what he can do. So let's go put that into a team. Okay, so let's go do that. Also, that's something else that annoys me. If you click Edit Team here, I know that the name kind of changes, but on a screen like this, it says Edit Team. But on a screen like this, it says Rename Team. So sometimes when I want to like do it, the edit or something, I'll like click on this and it's like, oh yeah, never mind. Oops, that's the wrong button. That's not what I'm supposed to click. Anyways, let me go and switch in all the teams or troops that you suggested. The double loyalty. Boom. Boom. Dragon Soul. And Bull Taurus. There it is. Oh yeah, it has that little dash thingy. And what do we do for banner then? I guess it's a standard red-purple. Oops, did I forget to put the other loyalty in? Yes, I did. I'm so used to using Scorpius on every team I've been testing today. That's just a habit to keep him on. And a loyalty. There we go. One thing to note about loyalty, even though the trait says gain 2 armor and 2 life, it does 3 armor and 3 life. This is actually intended. The text is wrong. The ability functions correctly. They ended up buffing it up to 3-3. But they forgot to change the text to 3-3. So do keep that in mind. But yeah, she does indeed do 3/3, and that is the intended thing for her to do. So it's just the text that is wrong, not the function of the troop. I think the same thing kind of happened with, what's his name? Ella McGrim. Because I know he ended up getting nerfed. I forget if he got reverted or not. I think he might just got it reverted back to 14, though. I mean 14. A 4 reduction of attack instead of 3. Okay. So we'll go just take a skull right there. Get our little bit of poke. First, we are frozen on green now, but we're not really going to be doing anything with green for the beginning of the battle. Yeah, I keep forgetting we're using a lot less colors with this too, so we'll go take the yellow there. And soon we'll be able to get a nice Boltaurus. Need to get the first Dragon Soul up and then... Oh gosh, it refroze the exact same troop. That's not good. Need loyalty to not be frozen to really get this going. As I get her refrozen. Okay, let's go throw down the split damage here. So go for that. Get our splits. I'll get our kill. There goes the Devour. I think we lost. Why? The first time I like don't use a Devour on anti-Devour troop on my team, and it's like, yeah, we're gonna go decide to Devour now. Perfect timing. All right, we'll go take that. Hey, we finally got loyalty functioning. I don't know how particularly useful it's gonna be given that there's so many Krakens around. Alright, I'm just gonna take Skull. If nothing else, we can actually win with what we have left. If worse comes to worse. Alright, we'll take the yellow because we're not actually frozen on it. And we do gain a little bit of extra for the Dragon Soul that way. Can I take full mana? Do I let it poke me? It's gonna poke me regardless. So yes, I do take that. And then we Dragon Soul. Okay. And then we Bull. Unfortunately, it lost a lot of its stats there. No! Oh well. Yeah, it didn't really work out. At least not against Devourers anyways. What would you call the best brown mana producer currently in the game? Cockatrice, for sure. Definitely Cockatrice, without a shadow of a doubt. I think it can do up to... actually, as the mana for troops get higher, the amount of spawn it can do increases as well. Currently, the highest mana cost of any troop is a new one that was added at a 28 mana cost. And this guy can do 6 plus 4-to-1 boost ratio. So what does that come out to? What's 28 divided by 4? That's 5, 6, 7. 7 into 6, that is 13. It can currently do up to a 13 brown gem spawn, though more often than not, it's more around like an 8 or 9. But it can technically do a 13. It's starting next patch, it could do like a 15 or 16 gem spawn as its max, if it's used on the highest mana cost in the game. But yeah, it's definitely pretty decent. And out of anything that produces brown, it is currently the highest, even though it's only like a rare or ultra rare or whatever it is. Yeah, it's a rare, but still serves that purpose very, very well. It's kind of nice. Yeah, no problem. Yeah, it's a great replacement for Gorgultha too if you don't have it. Gorgultha technically can generate more mana, but Cockatrice is cheaper, has a mana drain, and has an entangle. It also does more skull damage than a Gorgultha. Gorgultha is tankier and gains more mana, but Cockatrice does a lot more things than what a Gorgultha does. Can I do an all beast team? Of what kinds? Generally, all beast teams get done with Forest Guardian. If you do not have a Forest Guardian fully traded, there is really no point in running full beast. Simply because of how hard it is to run without it. Okay, did we go for a red? I think so. Because another skull poke, but it's not going to matter. Because we can just go explode everything else. That gives us Corvash. That gives us basically everything we're going to be needing here. So throw down the Corvash. Take a wait. Oh, he took a skull! took a random skull. How could he do such a thing? How could he forsake us like this? I was gonna go for this. Oh, we need a red. Would be nice. Yellow would also be good. So I guess we'll go Surge that. That gives us our double kill. And again, it also seems to be good against Famine Death. Never mind. I forgot. That has immune to poison now. I keep forgetting that. It's something that doesn't really come into play that often, but yeah. All undead now have immune to poison and disease. Rip. That's not good. Well then. I guess Ragnarord ready. You could easily get Cyan up. There's too much of that color and there's no way for me to remove it. Yeah, I think we lose this one. Let's see. What's our path to winning? Not giving him another skull filled with mana is how we can win. Come on, one more poke, we'll do it. Come on, don't take it for whatever reason. Wow, he actually didn't. He listened. Perfect. Now if we just don't die to any death marks, we'll be fine. Well, that technically wasn't a death to death mark, though that's not what I meant. I need them actually living. Okay, well, we'll go move that over. Move that over. Nothing I can do there. We'll go take like a brown or green or something, so we'll take that. And yeah, we'll go through that for damage. Only one can be poisoned. Maybe it's the first one to die. And yeah, I guess we'll just take that brown. Oh, I could have taken the other way. Oh, we would have gotten the yellow there too. Could have gotten some free yellow, which I don't actually need, but we could have gotten it. Okay, so now all we need is 2 pokes. There's one, and now if we just tap it with anything, we win. Just need to find our last little bit of mana, and there we go. And that is indeed match. You're now level 1101. Nice, you're almost all ones, and we're almost level 1186. The 1200 grind is almost done. Then we have the 1250, then the 1300, and a lot more levels from there. Yeah, long road of the grind. Actually, level doesn't really matter too much, though. Your actual level that your character is at. Let's see. You like this team at the moment? Gorgotha, Apothecary, Lady Ironbeard, and Highforge. Oh yeah, we were messing around with that. It was okay. Let's see. Well, let's just do this again. I can't wait till Brown Day so we can actually test this on a real Guild War day. Obviously, we don't get that for a while since we got it already this week. Earliest we can get it is next week, Tuesday. Though it could be as late as next week, Sunday. Which is, of course, still a while away. And by next week, I mean, like, not this weekend, but the following weekend. It just doesn't want to give it to us. Alright, we'll go throw that down on green, so we'll get that down. And then we can just do this into Corvash. Or maybe Corvash first, because these Wisps have been killing my first slot like crazy. Well, if I even get a turn. Wow. Okay, well, you know what? I actually need a backline kill. I need to go take mana. This might be the one instance when not being able to go quick enough will be bad. Because I wasn't able to kill him right there. Now I can, but a little late. We already lost one of our troops. Well, you can throw a Corvash here. That is indeed enough damage, so we will go for it. So we'll go throw that down right there. And now we just take a skull poke, and that will wrap him up. Do you think they should give you bigger rewards when you level up? I think they just need to completely overhaul the leveling system. Like, not, like, get rid of, like, all leveling that has been done or anything like that. Like, just rebalance it. Keep all the EXP we've earned, but rebalance it into a different system. Because, yeah, no, I don't know. It's just the way that they did it now. Doesn't really give you any kind of benefit. Oh, that's what I was going to ask on the forum. If they could rework how leveling works. Because the current... Also, we got a red-purple arcane. I like how we keep getting so many red-purples. I think it's like the 4th red-purple we just randomly got in this week. It's kind of funny because the new troop requires it. The Umber... What's his name? The Umberwolf requires red-purple. But yeah, I really wish they would just completely overhaul heroes and make it more like they did in Puzzle Quest 1 and 2, where not VIP, where your hero mastery actually mattered. Would be kind of cool. Because that was one of the really big RPG elements I wish Gems of War had that the other games they had did have, that they kind of completely scrapped in this game. Like, they kept the whole weapon concept and a few other things, but they completely got rid of, like, masteries actually mattering. Masteries mean basically nothing in this game at all. 100 glory, fine by you. Rather get a VIP key, though. That might be a little bit too overpowered, though. Getting VIP keys for that, though, that would make it a lot more convenient, that is for sure. Yes, I did end up modding Techni. He's been behaving himself. Let's see. Is there an impervious life buffer? I do not know off the top of my head. Let's see. Well, technically Behemoth, if you count buffing himself. He can heal himself by 8 every single extra turn he does. I'm pretty sure that's not what you're referring to, though. And Fortress Gate does armor, though it's a useless amount. Nope, I don't believe there is. There are ones that basically make the enemy do less, but there's none that technically can buff another player. There are some that can buff themselves, though, like Behemoth can buff itself. Dragon Cruncher devouring a dragon can buff itself. Gloomleaf can buff its armor. And something like a Wolf Garrett can buff off of HP, armor, and attack. But none of them actually buff another player. Oh, Monaco can, but it's a 1 in 6 chance, I believe, that it gives its magic and life. It's magic plus 4 in life to all allies, if I'm not mistaken. But it's a 1 in 6 chance, so that's realistically not going to happen. So yeah, there's no consistent life gainer that you can use that's impervious that can use its ability on another troop on your team. And I guess they might be doing that deliberately just to make sure you couldn't like constantly keep life gaining to the point where the battle becomes impossible to even win. So I think that's the whole reason why they kind of made it like that. Anyways, guys, I think I'm going to be heading off for now. We will be back later tonight in a little over 6 hours from now to go do the Guild War battles and the dungeons and all that kind of stuff. Unfortunately, it's not a brown day. We'll be a little while before we can test the new guy. But when brown day does come around, we will definitely 100% for sure use him within the context of Guild Wars. So we'll get to see how he does then. But anyways, guys, I'm going to be heading out. See you in about 6 hours from now, a little bit after. We will be back tomorrow morning to do the same thing on my birthday. But on Sunday, just as a reminder, we will be canceling the Stardew Valley stream because I'll be celebrating my birthday on Sunday, even though it's technically tomorrow. Anyways, guys, I hope you all have a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful weekend. Best of luck with everything if you're still going to be opening keys. Bottom verdict, or last verdict, just for any of you that haven't heard it already, the new Mythic is not worth getting. No redeem code. Yes, currently we do not have any redeem codes. Salty did not end up giving me any more. We've actually handed out 8 this week, though. But yeah, we don't have any more left, unfortunately. We handed out 1 on Monday, 5 on Tuesday, and 2 yesterday. Technically, I didn't actually hand out 2. They were 2 that were handed out in global chat, and I just reposted them here. But yeah, we've technically handed out 8. We normally only give out 5 in a week. Unfortunately, she hasn't given me more yet, but if she did, I would. But she hasn't yet. So it might be until Monday before I can actually get more, because I think she's off today and tomorrow. She might be. I know she's sleeping right now because of Australian time. But if I can get more codes from her, I'll be asking again today to see if I can get the codes. But so hopefully we'll have them for tomorrow. I told her too, it's like my birthday tomorrow, so hey, can we get something special for it? She still hasn't replied back. She gave me the troop art, but she didn't actually reply back to the redeem code thing. So I'll make sure to message her again, probably like right as soon as the stream ends, just to make sure. But yeah, currently I'm all out of them. But anyways, guys, have a good weekend. See y'all later. Best of luck with key openings and all that kind of stuff. And yeah, see y'all later tonight, and have a good weekend. If not, goodbye, everyone.